Incredible. Tasty, tasty. Incredible. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Incredible.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, guys. I hope you're having a really, really good Sunday. We're back on stream. Apologies for the that I wasn't here last week. I do apologise for that, but I'm back now.
Tasty.
Let's see who got first today. Angry Swan got first. Says evening to all pre-stream lurkers. That must have been before the stream started. Moons of Empire is here as well. So is Mastery 566. Blackbrook is here as well, our trusty moderator. Kiwi71's here as well, so is Andromeda. Evasive's here too, so is Trueblaze. He says hello, hello. Simba's here as well, waving at us. So is Robot Mikey. Who else is here? Kojak's here as well. Trueblaze subscribed for 12 months, currently on a 1 month streak. Thank you so much for hitting your PT birthday, Trueblaze. I appreciate that. Andromeda says, been so long since I've been on time to a stream. Well, here you are. It could be worse. It could be worse. Jellymaster's here as well. Subscribed for 22 months. Dude, that is crazy. 22 months. Almost 2 full years. Not too long to go until your PT birthday. Void Media, Angry Swan are here as well. Void Media says, good evening, everyone. I hope we're having a lovely weekend. Josh, you're subscribed for 20 months with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. On time, I can't read. For sure. What's your opinion on the EcoMaker TH70? We don't sell that, so I can't offer an opinion on it. Wouldn't be fair. Jenga's here as well. He subscribed for 10 months. He says hi. Thank you so much for your 5 month streak as well, dude. Shiloh Cotus says gives away a Matrix. What? Yeah, I have a Matrix 8XV 3.0 here to give away towards the end of the stream. We're also going to give away a couple of GMK sets. I'll talk about that in a little bit of time. Potlick is here as well, so he's got my November Fog from y'all this week. Looks good. Nice. Yeah, we shipped out GMK November Fog a little while back, a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it's in stock on the website now. And as well as that, shameless plug, you can get 3 for 2 on key sets at prototypist.net right now. You can also get 50% off all switches right now, and you can get buy one get one free on desk mats right now as well. Also, we have GMK Dual Shot at just 60 quid including VAT. It's about it's 50 quid without VAT, so it's about $60 for you US folks, which is a bargain plus shipping. And we've also got BN009 macro pads on half price sale as well. So all at prototypist.net, or type in !discount and it'll tell you all the details there. You need the codes to get those discounts.
Tasty.
Okay, let's see who else is here. Gives away a Matrix. Yeah. Jay's the goat. Keep it going. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm not, but it's nice to be told that. Thank you. MX2A today. Yeah, I have at the side of me. I have a load of bags of Cherry's new Switch. This is the MX2A switches. I was lucky enough to get to go to Cherry headquarters in May, and they showed us these switches before they were finished production. So I do have a couple of things to talk about, to tell you about.
Tasty.
It's pretty cool. Let's see, who else are we talking to today? Snicket's here as well. He subscribed for 15 months. Thank you so much, Snicket. Take a look at the Freebird TKL kit on prototypist.net. I have the board and it's lovely. Yeah, we're going to be dropping the price on those next week, so hold off on those if you're interested in one. Next week we will drop the price on them. Realizing how few channel points I have today. Nice, that's because you used them last week, I suspect. Trying to influence some of our polls for deciding keycaps and switches. Thank you so much, 100 bits. Effective, is that Effect Moon? Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the 100 bits. People very rarely drop bits on the channel, so thank you for that. Anaki's here as well. Hey Anarchy, hope you're doing well, man. Say's here as well. Evening all, hope you're back enjoying the bank holiday weekend. SPC Rocket. Yeah, so the bank holiday weekend is going really well. It means we are closed tomorrow here at PTHQ, so our next shipping day is Tuesday, not Monday, as it would usually be, but that's pretty cool. Anarchy subscribed for 25 months. Thank you so much, Anarchy. Currently on a 2-month streak. Thank you so much. My Lottie Pony subscribed for 8 months as well. She says, good evening, Jay. Thank you so much for being here, Lottie. I appreciate that. I hope you had a good time away earlier on this week. Ballboy12 subscribed for 11 months. Hello. Thank you very much, Ballboy. You are 1 month away from your PT birthday. Cabbage Cap is here as well. Liam Derion as well. Game's done marginally well, says let's go. Thanks, guys, for being here. I appreciate it. Tim's here too. Nice to see you, Tim. Do you have an opinion on the EcoMaker TH80? Yeah, I said before, we don't sell that, so I can't offer an opinion on it. RL Keeps, thank you so much for the 7 months of subs. Currently on a 7 month streak. Says, evening Jay and chat. Been a while since I've tuned in. Hopes everyone's doing well. Doing well, thank you. Say redeem the coffee check. I am drinking Typist's Brew. I've got it in my beard. This is just the standard typist brew that we saw before. We do have a new typist brew, which is our own coffee, coming very soon. We're actually going down to the coffee roastery later on this week, coming Wednesday, as a whole team to check out what they do and be taught how to pour a proper coffee and
Tasty.
look at the next options for PT's typist brew, the light edition, which is pretty cool. RL Keeps has just picked up a BN009. Exciting. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Yes, they are half price at the minute. Perlin Melly says she's late. No worries, Perlin. We've barely started yet. Blackbrook, our trusty mod, subscribes for 15 months. Says toasty. Thank you so much for that. Lazy Keiko says, good evening, Jay. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking. Interested to see how they are compared to what we saw. Tim, they are identical to what we saw. Like, I literally have bags and bags of them here, and they are identical to what we saw. So, yeah. That doesn't mean that they're not good though. They do have some interesting stuff going on. Given the Switch sale, are you going to start stocking newer Switches in the near future? Potentially. So basically, the plan is to. I really want to curate the Switches that we have. A lot of the Switches we have in stock I haven't used, so I want to basically sell those off, let them go for a reasonable price, which is half off. I think is pretty reasonable for any Switch. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slowly change how we stock Switches to stocking Switches that either I or the team have used, and we can talk about confidently. Let's put it that way. Speaking of channel points, Caffeinate, thank you so much for reminding me I need to drink this coffee before it goes cold. Bollock is here as well. He says, hey Jay. Hey man, good to see you. Refried Beans is here as well. Subscribed for 3 months. 1/3 of my way to an SPC, baby. Hello everybody. Yeah, not too far away now. Just 6 months to go to get to your 9-month mark. Tim says, I'm tired, but I'm here. Nice. Did I not just say Jay? What? Did I read something wrong? I apologize. Storesness, thank you so much for the 28 months of subs. He says, hello, friend. You must be our longest sub, I think. 28 months, I think, is the longest sub we've got on the channel right now, which is pretty cool. Cragry, thank you so much for the 40 months of subs. I really appreciate that. Robert Mikey says, sending a hug to Tim because he's tired. Bob Hotshot's here as well. He says, evening, we'll be ducking in and out tonight as I have a ton of chores to do. I understand, man. Olympus is here, says, hey Jay.
Tasty.
Worldgas is here too, so is Nihadoid, I'm going to guess. So thank you very much for welcome to the stream. Kevin Babes, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. That is now 8 months, one more away from your PT baby. So there we go, we caught up with chat. Thank you so much for being here today, guys. I really appreciate it. We've got a ton of stuff to do today. We're going to build a Matrix. We're going to build a Jane MEV2 in green, the wing keeler. So this will be the last one of the Janes I need to complete all of the colorways from the MEV2. So I've got the silver, the pink and the silver, the green, and the blue. And the red. There you go. So I've got all of the Janes now, which is quite cool. I am missing the green 910. I can't afford to buy the green 910, but I am missing the green 910. So maybe at some point we'll have to pick one of those up in the future. But it's not on the cards at the minute, so it's pretty cool. But we're going to build that today. Chat is going to get to pick which switches we use, and one of the things I've got to talk to you today about is the new MX2A switches from Cherry, which I have a ton of samples here for, which I'll talk about
Incredible.
very soon. But I've basically got all of the RGB variants of those to talk about pretty soon. Elsbells23, thank you so much for the follow. Do you know, weirdly, everyone calls my mother-in-law calls my wife Elsbells. So whoever you are, thank you very much for being here. If it is my wife, I'm in trouble. But yeah, so we've got those to talk about. I've also got the N2Go 65 to talk about. So N2Go have done a few things in the community over the past couple of years. They've now done a 65% keyboard. They sent me a sample of that. We're not going to build it today. We're probably going to build that next week, but I am going to show you that today as well. What else have I got to talk to you about? Oh yeah, we've got Milky Way Evil AI here as well. So we actually got the prototype of the key set here. So it is in pre-order right now, but I'll show you guys what that looks like too. So lots and lots of stuff to go on. But before we do that, it's time to talk about PT news. So first of all, discounts. We have a ton of discounts on the website this weekend. They do finish at midnight tomorrow, midnight on Monday, BST. In in terms of what's going on with that, we have GMK DualShock at £50 excluding VAT, £60 including VAT, which is a bargain for a GMK base kit. I don't care who you are, 60 quid including VAT plus shipping is a bargain for any GMK base set. That's in stock right now. Anyone can pick those up. We also have 50% off the BN009 macro pad. So if you need like a little 9-key macro pad, could be perfect for you. It's half off right now. As well as that, we're also doing 3 for 2 on all key sets except DualShock, which are in stock. So any key sets that are in stock on the website right now, you can go to prototypist.net, just down here in the bottom corner, check on the in-stock key sets, and you can get 3 for 2. The code is in chat if you type !discounts. I think the discount for that is key set 342. The numbers are numbers, not words.
Tasty.
In addition to that, we also have 50% off all in-stock switches. You just need to use the code SWITCH50 at checkout. These will stack, so you can put the key sets and the switches in your cart at the same time, and you'll get 50% off any switch we have in stock right now, which is pretty cool too. And desk mats, we also have a buy one get one free offer on. So if you buy any 2 desk mats, the cheapest one will be free if you use code DeskMat BOGOF, buy one get one free. So that's all live until the end of the day tomorrow, and then we'll start packing and shipping those out from Tuesday, Wednesday. Bearing in mind that we are closed for the bank holiday weekend, it made sense to run the discounts until then. So we've got a ton of discounts going for you. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. In terms of the rest of PT news for this next week, we've got very few group buys to ship out at the minute. We have got 5 or 6 sets coming from GMK at the minute. They're in transit right now. I don't think they'll hit us this week. They'll probably hit us next week. Shipping from GMK takes a couple of weeks to get to us. So I think it'll be a week on Monday when we start to see those arrive. But it could be towards the back end of this week. Who knows? We'll see. So please do bear in mind for that. Keep an eye on Instagram updates for that as well. In terms of other stuff that we've got coming into the workshop, we do have our next large shipment from China. We've got a container arriving. I think it hits port on the 28th. So in a few days' time, tomorrow, I think. Yeah, tomorrow. Which means that it's realistically going to get to us next week. So it's not going to be here this week. It's going to be next week. But that's quite a big shipment. It's got a ton of stuff in. So we're going to be pretty busy when that does arrive. So keep an eye again on Instagram for that. In other news, we've also put the Zoom 65 V2s in stock. They're available right now. You can buy them and pick them up, and we'll ship them within a couple of working days. So they're available in stock right now, as are a ton of other GMK sets. Right now we've got more GMK sets in stock than any other vendor worldwide, like different key sets. Like if you count the number of different GMK key sets we've got in stock right now, it's more than any other vendor worldwide, and they are on 3 for 2, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So if you guys have got any questions about that, please do let me know. Future Primitive, thank you so much for the 4 months of sub. I really appreciate that. You managed to grab a green Jane at last. That's one I'd love to on Monday, says Void Media. Yes, Golden Ratio on the MK UK Discord was kind enough to reach out to me and let me purchase his as well, which was quite nice of him. Announced 3 days ago, I already have MX2A samples. Yeah, I've had them about 2 weeks. I just wasn't allowed to talk about them until after Cherry made the announcement. But we, so Tim, who's in the chat, him and I, we were lucky enough to get taken to Cherry's headquarters back in May this year, and they told us about this and other upcoming projects that they've got as well. So we knew about the MX2As a few months ago. They've got some cool and interesting features, which I'll talk about when I show you the switches. And if you guys vote for it, maybe we'll use one of those switches in the Jane build today. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, the switches do come in a factory lubed version. Which is kind of interesting. We saw the machines that do the factory lubing and saw these going through production as well. It's kind of interesting. I think it's fine as far as lubing goes, but I do think that enthusiasts might want to do their own job. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. MX2A are also 50% off. We don't have them in stock yet. We just have samples at the moment. They'll be in stock later down the line. We don't have them in stock yet. So yeah, that's it. The only other thing I want to talk about before we jump into the stream properly is a couple of weeks ago on stream, we did an AMA, and I was asked a question that I should not have answered. So I just want to talk about that for a quick minute. I was asked a question about a member of staff. I shouldn't have answered that question, so I just want to offer a really heartfelt apology to that member of staff. It was Mel. And just to remind people that when you're asking questions, whilst it's on me to pick and choose what I do answer, and we're doing the AMAs, it's kind of nice if you guys try not to trick me with unsavory questions that are going to just hurt people's emotions and that kind of stuff if they're answered in a terrible way. Fully my responsibility for answering the question. I should have refused to answer it. I didn't, and that was my fault. I'm not taking anything away from myself. I'm fully to blame for that, but just want to put that out there, that guys, if you are asking questions, please make sure that they are savory and not going to get me kicked off Twitch or upset anyone when you ask them. So yeah, so with that in mind, we will do an AMA again during the stream today when we get to the build section, but it's worthwhile bearing in mind as well. So I'll see the hearts in chat for Mel, so thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. And thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Very nice. So yeah, right, moving on to the rest of the stream then. Let's show you guys what I've got. So I do have the MX2As here. I have dropped some of them on the floor, so let me just grab these for you, and I'll show you a little bit more about these switches. So these are all MX2As, and we have the black variation, the brown variation, the speed silver variation, the reds, the blue clickies, and I think these are the speed reds. So yeah, these are all MX2As, as it says right there. These are MX2As, and we got these a batch from July the 4th. So this was a couple of weeks after Tim and I visited Cherry. But these are all MX2As, just to show you guys that we have the official, the proper ones here, June 28th, so even later. Drink your coffee? Yes, I need to drink my coffee, yes. Why the slight smirk sound over the brown? So the browns are actually going to ironically probably the better switch out of all of these. I've never been a fan of like the speed silvers. So I'm not even going to talk about those ones actually. But what I will talk about is let's just pick the three that I actually think we'll stock and we'll move around. So what's different with these switches? So they've kind of got a few things going for them that are a little bit different. They do come in two different variations. They come in the kind of like these milky housings, and they all come in the standard black housings as well. So these are the RGB housings. This is all I was sent. I wasn't sent any of the standard black housing ones, so I can't talk about those or share opinions on those. I do think they are designed more for OEM use than hobbyists, yes, but at the same time, I think that they do offer some benefits for hobbyists as well. So yeah, I think there's opportunities in there as well. Now, most of these do come pre-lubed from the factory. The only ones that don't are the clickies. So the clickies do not have any lube on them. We may stock the clicky. I don't know. Like we've never sold any clicky switch, so I don't know if we will stock it or not. But we need to decide on that at some point in the future. In terms of other things that these have got that are quite interesting, these actually have a spring inside them that's actually barrel shaped. It's not just like a straight spring. It's not straight up and down like a normal spring is. These springs actually have like almost like a Coke bottom bottle shape to them. They're almost barrel shaped, which helps with two things. One, it should reduce spring ping because there's less spring on spring contact. As they get wider and then thinner, as they compress, they should have more space to expand. And two, it should mean that they're slightly smoother to press because the spring's not getting in the way of the stem. So that's the first pretty interesting thing. Those barrel springs are on everything but the clickies. The clickies are losing out again then as well. In terms of other bits and pieces as well, these are all diamond polished. So the insides of the switches, the housings, they're all diamond polished as well. So this is something that new that Cherry's picked up from other manufacturers that have already been doing this. They're polishing the inside slider rails of where the stem will slide up and down, which should again improve friction, should make them nicer and easier and smoother, and should theoretically make them easier to lubricate as well. Finally, they also have the new stem guidance, which is basically the shape of the internal structure that holds onto the stem is a little bit more robust, so as they're going up and down there should be less wobble, which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice, and it's one of the big things that I've had a problem with Cherry switches in the past, even really good black switches. I've found that there's a little bit too much wobble on them, especially for something like SA keycaps or HSA or something like that as well. Finally, the other thing that these have, which all MX switches have, is the golden cross point. So the actual point at which the two switches touch is like a gold plated imparted part into the leaf and into the two leaves themselves. Cherry actually showed us some pretty cool electron microscope images of what this looks like under a microscope up close in really fine detail compared to things like Gateron switches and other things as well. And most of the manufacturers, whilst they have a cross point that touches, that's basically all it does, and like it might be painted with a thin layer of gold. Like the Cherry ones are higher specification in that respect, so technically they're probably the best cross point technology on the market. Whether that makes a difference in real term use is up to you guys to decide. So yeah, let's open up the blacks for these and You want me to do a sniff test? I'm not going to do a sniff test. Oh, it's already perforated. This might just open easily, actually. There we go. This light switches. I said I wasn't going to do a sniff test. There we go. Is this the thing that was coming out that you would not talk about when you went to visit? No, that's something else I still can't talk about. So these are the black switches. In hand, they generally feel like black switches. They have that traditional cherry scratch that you get for pretty much all switches straight out of the bag. These are the pre-lubed versions. They feel fine. I haven't built with these yet. I do want to do a build with these. I'm hoping we can build the end to go with these and switch the switches around and try them all out properly. But they're pretty cool. They are pretty interesting. These are all 3-pin variations. They do a 5-pin variant as well. There you go, 3-pin variations. So they're probably not best for hot swap, but it'll be fine for just testing them out. So there you go. These are pretty cool. Do the RGB housing share the same materials as the black one? Yes, it's the same black ones, ergo keep the same material, it's just a different colour, it's just not dyed the same. So the material is identical, just not dyed the same from what I understand and from what Cherry told us on the day. Of course, I've only got their word to take for that. I can't comment either way. I can just tell you what they've told me. Clickies have been forsaken by the keyboard gods. Yeah, MNC stole clickies, look how they ended up. Well, Blackbook says interesting. The key thing is that they still have that signature Cherry sound. So here's the thing. We got to try these in keyboards, but it was all keyboards that Cherry would sell rather than what I would class as an enthusiast grade keyboard. Until I build them in like a board here, I don't know how to justify that. So that's the thing. No more scratch. There is still Cherry scratch. There is still Cherry scratch. That is still there. But it's a kind of like, it's a nice characteristic, not a bad one in my opinion. Take a nice good whiff. Nah, it's alright. It's fine. Like the scratchiness, I don't know why. Yeah, I kind of like it as well. Zosko TV says, hello, how's it going? It's going well, man. Thank you very much. Are the springs any good? The fact they aren't compatible with aftermarket MX springs is a deal breaker if the tolerance is as bad as the springs in their regular Cherry MX switches. So the springs seem good. The springs seem good. Now, I haven't started to take these apart to see if they take well to lube and stuff like that because I haven't had a chance to play with them, and I wasn't allowed to talk about them until after the announcements came out, just due to NDAs and things like that. So I can't answer whether the springs are any good. What I can tell you is that they feel better than the original Cherry springs, and they also told us about some improvements in the manufacturing process and the tolerance process that they were going through. So there should be less issues in comparison to previous switches, MX1As, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, Cherry scratch is actually lovely. Yeah, this is why I smirked when we talked about the browns earlier on, because the browns are unironically actually quite good. If you like almost a barely perceptible bump to your switches, they're pretty nice. They're pretty nice. Are you allowed to send them to Pokemon Kid for lubing? I wasn't before, I am now, so I probably will just bundle these off and send them to him at some point, yeah. But these aren't for sale yet, they're not in any keyboard yet, apart from like test keyboards and the like I think a few of the other vendors like Gion have already got these. So apart from what we've put them in, they're not in any public facing keyboards just yet, but they will be in a couple of weeks. So yeah. Cherry scratch is part of the signature Cherry sound. Yeah, so if the new stems and polished slider rails and lube are new springs, then where's the scratch coming from? I don't know, but there's definitely still some friction in there, Anarchy. There's definitely still some friction in there. What I would say is I think that these are an improvement. Like, they are an improvement for 99% of users. Whether they're going to be an improvement for the enthusiast market, that remains to be seen. And I'm just one person with one opinion, so we'll have to wait and see how these are taken on board by the community. Yeah, if there's anyone in the UK that is like an influencer other than like, I don't know, well, I don't really know if there is any UK influencers actually, but if there's any UK influencers in the keyboard market, I'll send them some over to test and we'll see. You guys just drop me a message on Discord and I'll have a look and see if I can send some. I might send some over to Theramingo if he hasn't got them already, but it is pretty cool. Here's the go. I'm not the goat. I'm far from the goat. Kara carried on a 6-month gift subscription from Tom Barnes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Kara. Any guess on the prices? Cherry said these are going to be the premium line of the Cherry range. Yeah, so I don't know what these are going to retail for yet because I haven't been given the wholesale pricing yet. I was given some preliminary pricing, but I was told it might change just before we put our orders in. I'm hoping that we can get these for a reasonable price. One thing I would actually quite like to do is any PT design keyboards is just shove these in with any PT keyboard design, like the JO2 for example. It won't happen for the JO2 blackout, but like for anything we do in the future that's our design and we own internally, just shove some of these in with them and give you guys like a choice between reds, browns and blacks or something like that, because I think that they're good enough for the vast majority of people, and it's just nice when keyboards kits comes with switches so you can just get them going rather than waiting. So I don't know about prices yet. When I can talk about prices, I will. I don't have enough information to give you that number yet. I hope the non-RGB version comes out soon. I'm really curious on getting some browns and blacks. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get any of the non-RGB version. I only got the RGB version. I don't know. I think this is all vendors got, but they sent me like 1,000 switches, so yeah. Chris has 170 followers on Instagram. Nice. Therum put out a review earlier today already. Oh, nice. I didn't know he was getting these. Yeah. Yeah, Glasses isn't really what I would call an influencer for the keyboard market. He's more of a keyboard memer, I'd guess. But yeah. Yeah, just message me on Discord and I'll pick up something like that. Yeah, Hamaji Neo is actually at university, I believe, just around the corner from us in Leeds. He's not doing content anymore. Yeah, you're right. But Hamaji Neo was actually going to come and visit the workshop at one point, but we never got around to sorting it out. So, yeah. Keyboard meme is pretty accurate. Yeah, well, fair. Anyway, so that's all I have to say about the MX2As. I'm pretty interested to try them out in a build at some point. You guys could pick the blacks today as a build for the Jane if you wanted to. That is one of the switch options. We've got 3 switch options when we get to the build, so I'll let you pick those up. Keyboard YouTube is hyper boring. I mean, I'm on YouTube. I'm not boring, I don't think, so it is what it is. But yeah, these are pretty cool. We've had these in the workshop for a couple of weeks, and I've just not been allowed to talk about them. So I apologise for that, but now I can talk about them. There they are. Right, okay. Next thing I have to show you is a prototype key set. So this is... I haven't opened this yet, so you're going to see this at the same... This is still sealed. This is Evil AI from Milky Way. They did airship this to me quite quickly. It turned up in like 3 days. I don't know why Kona the cat's on the back, but Kona the cat is on the back. Cats help sell, right? So yeah, let's oops, I'm throwing everything on the floor here. Just grab my sword. Let's show you guys this key set. Now this is in pre-order right now, so you can pick this up if you're interested. It won't work on the build today, so it's not something that we can put on a keyboard today, but I want to show you guys what this looks like. Sounds like there is an empty void for the next up-and-coming keyboard influencer to come up in the UK. Maybe, I don't know. The keyboard community in the UK isn't big. It's tiny. It is tiny. I think Sliderscope said they were going to put a cat on the box of all the sets now. Fair enough. So this is the first time I'm seeing this. I haven't seen it before. There's some additional keys in the bottom there. Move them to one side. This is how the packaging will look as well. So there you go. This is the key set. So this is dye sublimated. It looks pretty clean actually. Let's have a look at this up close. Let's pick W just for reference. So these are dye sub keycaps. As you can see, there is no double shot going through these. These are completely dye sublimated. But look at that legending. That's pretty clean, pretty crisp. But there's no bleeding, which sometimes happens with like bright colors on white backgrounds. Sometimes you get a little bit of bleeding. There is no bleeding on this. The red keys have got white sublimation on, which is pretty cool. The camera can't focus on this, but it is there. Looks pretty clean. Let's take a look. Oh, here's there is a little hidden Kona the cat here on the front of that cap, which is quite cool. The rest of the keycap set comes with all of these keys as well. It's a pretty cool set. The arrows are interesting. They're only kind of like a half arrow design. I kind of like that. It's something unique and fun and a little bit different.
Incredible.
Don't know what you guys think about that. Just bring back Mr. Keebs and Wodan. Well, Mr. Keebs was from Brazil and Wodan was from Germany, right? But Wodan was pretty cool. I remember watching Wodan a lot in the old days. Okay, so that's the key set. I do have the novelties as well, which are probably kind of cool to have a look at. You like that they went with icons rather than words for the mods? Yeah, like text mods are cool, but I think icons work better on this set. Red and white is such a good combo. Let's get this back into the case. Some ISO UK keys there. Yeah, I'm glad you spotted those. Just going to tuck these in there. UK support in the base. POG, yeah. I expect to see your order in then, Kara and Andromeda. Okay, and then we do have, like, please bear in mind that the box got a little bit bashed around in shipping because this was all that got shipped to me. But we do have the, I think this is the novelty, don't we? Everyone be cool, Demotex is here. Here you go. This is where the key set gets pretty cool. Look at these for novelties. They're pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Yeah, this is all die sub as well. It's really crisp, neat die sub. The good news about these is there's none that have to do the 5-sided die sub, so there's none that have to do the die subbing around all the sides of the cap. It's just on top. So you get these really cool, crisp legends with no color bleed. And they're just pretty cool. Right? He's knocked it out of the park as Kaleidoscope with these. These are really cool. So, yes, this is in pre-order right now. You can pick this up. Prototypist.net /products/pre-orders. And I think it's going to ship before the end of the year. I think. Pretty sure that's what they said. Dot work is POG. Might have to go for both kits, yeah. I think these are about 1.4 millimeters Olympus, but thickness isn't everything when it comes to keycaps. It's not always about the girth. Okay, final thing to show you. This is the keyboard that I talked about earlier on. This is the keyboard we got from Enter GoGo, which is the Enter 67. Now we'll be building this next week and giving it away, because I always give away the prototypes we get these days. Ton of stuff here, including batteries and switch plates, foams, PCB is hot swap. I think this only offers hot swap ANSI at the minute, but I have asked them about offering hot swap ISO as well, so this is ANSI only, but we'll see. And they give me this pretty cool green colorway. So this is a 2-part case, channel routed for the JST cable and daughter board. It is a custom daughter board. It's not the standard daughter board. It's not the AI03 one, but it's a very similar size. But as well as that, we've also got space cut out for the battery. 2-part case construction, so not a single piece, and it has a nice brass weight on the bottom. So this is all wrapped up. We are going to build this next week on stream, and then as I say, we will give it away because we give away all the prototypes these days, rather than keep them. We get so many of them, there's just no point in keeping them. We'll just give them away, it's easier. So yeah, watch out for that next week. More news on that next week. Whoops. Before I get reamed on shipping, any plans for Owl Labs Latte switches coming to PT? I know you talked about limiting switch options. I don't know. I haven't made any decisions on them yet, so we'll see. I think November Fogs are one of the ones we will be stocking again. I haven't made any decisions on what the rest of the stock might look like for PT going forwards. I do think I like these new Cherry MX2A switches enough that I think they would be a great freebie to put in with keyboards if I can get the price right. But obviously the price would have to be right for me to be able to do that, and that would only be for PT projects like the next round of the JO1 and the JO3 that we want to do as well. Aria, hey, thanks very much for joining the stream. So that's next week's build stream, nice and simple. Which brings me on to today's stream, and it brings us on to our first choice. So today I am building my I've got coffee in my beard. I am building my Jane V2 ME in green, and you guys get to pick the switches for me. So one of our kind mods is going to pull a poll together. Now the first choice is we can build with these. We can build with the MX2A completely stock MX black switches if you would like us to. That is option one. Bear in mind these are not lubed, these are not changed, they're not updated. These are just the standard brand new prototype MX2A black switches. These are the RGB version, right? That's option one. Option two is some good old lubed Nixie switches. Nice and simple. Lubed Nixies. Lubed with 205 grade 0. Third option is Zaku's. And this is where I think I've changed from what I told the team would be using today. So, the Zaku switches. Those are the third option. Those are the 3 switch choices you have today. These are original Zaku's. These are from like 2 years ago when they first came out. So that's the poll. I'll let one of the teams get that back up and you guys can vote for them. This is a solder build. This is a solder build. Pokemon Kid lives Zaku's. Do you mean lubes? Yeah, he lubed a load of Zaku's for me. I think he's lubed about 1,000 of them for me now. There we go. Let's see what you guys vote for. Let's open for a couple of minutes. I'll try and catch up with chat, see what you guys have had to say. Fair play to Milky Way. They actually look really cool. Yeah, I think those keycaps look great. And as I say, they're in pre-order now, so and it's cool that I can show you them whilst they're in pre-order, so you can see what you're actually going to get rather than just a render. It's pretty cool, right? A kitty? Yeah, kitty. Brown's getting picked Shirley. Yeah, I do have a plan for the new MX2A Browns. There is a board that I'm going to put them in. MX2A, come on, people. I mean, if you guys want me to build with those, we will. There are other choices. Bear in mind they are completely unlubed, so you're going to hear just a completely stock switch. You're not going to hear particularly tuned sound. So that's the version. No tactiles. I don't really like tactile switches in my personal builds, the Man 2K. So we're just picking linears today. I know I said it last time, but I really appreciate your business. Wish I'd known about it beforehand. So many great sales. You're welcome. Yeah, we've got 3 for 2 on keycaps right now. Buy one, get one free on Deathmax. 50% off all switches, and you can stack them all in your basket. And that finishes end of day tomorrow. So tell your friends, tell everyone, because I think there is nowhere else on the planet that you can get the same number of GMK keycap sets as what you can here on 3 for 2. Like, there just isn't. We have way more range, including a lot of new stuff like GMK Maroon, which has only just been, we only just put that in stock on Friday. You can get that in the 3 for 2. GMK Panda, which we're giving away today. We're going to give a set of GMK Panda away. Look how cute this is. Look how cute that is. GMK Panda. You buy it just for the box. Look at that. Look at that cuteness. Look at that cuteness. Tell me you don't want that just for the box. And it gets even better. Look at this. Look at that cuteness. It's in stock. You can go buy that. You can just literally go buy it. And it's a cool key set as well. So yeah. Yeah, people can rig. People can rig. You can use channel points to rig if you want. Shipped so fast. Literally got my GMK Dracula within in States in like 3 days. Yeah, usually from the day we ship, it's like next working day or the day after when it gets to the US. So it's like 48 hours from when we ship it out. And we usually ship within a couple of days. So yeah. Cute. Sorry to be annoying and asking, but did you ever get Freebird ISO TKL extras? Not sure if they did go up and I just missed them. Yeah, we did. We haven't put them live yet because I want to drop the price of the Freebird TKLs, but I want to do some like ISO bundles, and it's just I just haven't had the chance to do that yet because it means we sort you through all of them, taking them all out of stock, going through them all, re-kitting them out, and then putting them back in stock and then applying a discount. So it's like a couple of hours worth of work that I just haven't got a chance to do, but I do plan on doing that this week. I actually plan on doing it tomorrow, ready for later on in the week, because whilst we're technically closed tomorrow and I can't ship anything out, my wife's away with work for a month, so I'm going to come into work and do some stuff tomorrow. Geeky Ed, thank you so much for being here. Trojam as well. Hey man. You are cute, Jay. Thank you, I think. I'm not particularly cute, but yeah. The penda's pretty cute though. The penda's pretty cute. Feel like shades of red is a new 2023 trend. The amount of burgundy, maroon, etc. I've seen has been heavenly. Yeah, there's some good sets out there right now. Right, so you've picked the new MX2A blacks. Is this going to be the world's first Jane with MX2A, isn't it? Probably. Freebird is cool. Yeah, it's not bad for the price. So, yeah. I need another TKL for my work setup, and I really like my Freebird 60, so I've always had my own TKL. Yeah, we're going to... I think that's going to balance. We're going to... I just threw the 2 bags of switches over there. I think they're going to be fine. Snicket, what do you want to see? You've redeemed Show Me. What do you want to see? Yeah, I think we're going to drop the price of the Freebirds and do some ISO bundles, and it'll be towards the back end of this week, I think, when we do it. Only if you have them nearby later on. Would you be able to show the Pandora samples next to one of the pink TGRs? I'm assuming not, but curious to see if the colours would work. I don't know where my pink Jane is. Mel took it a couple of weeks ago. I haven't seen it since. I know she hasn't stolen it, but it's not here, so it's with Mel. I don't know where my pink 910 is. I can show it next to Bingsu if that helps, if you'd like me to do that, Snicket. But I don't have a pink... I don't have a pink Jane or a pink 910 to hand. So if you want me to put the samples next to Bingsu, I can do that. That's literally the best I can do on stream right now. Let me know. Let me know. Is a custom CF plate cutting service coming around anytime soon? Yeah, so we want to bring that back soon. We're also cutting POM and maybe again PP soon in-house. POM plate form will be turned on a week tomorrow. It's turned off at the minute because just we had too much going on, but a week tomorrow it should get turned back on. Bingsu triggered. Yeah, I just have Bingsu on a pink board just to the side of me. That's how I can... That's why I can show it next to that. So if Snicket says that's okay, I will do that. But if he doesn't, then I won't do. Bingsu would be cool to see too. Right, okay, let's do this first. Right, that's the pink board with Bingsu. Let me grab the samples.
Incredible.
Right, okay, so this is Bingsu. If you've ever seen Bingsu, this is what it looks like. And these are the samples for KKB Pandora. There you go. Like, my camera is not particularly great for lighting and anything in here. It needs all setting up at some point. But this should give you, like, something to repair it back to. So, let me lay these on top of the keycaps, actually, just so you can see. And then I'll lift it around and change the light a little bit so you can see a little bit more detail. If they'll balance. So there you go. So this is how it compares to Bingsu. Just please bear in mind that my lighting is terrible for showing off anything like this here. That didn't go very well. They didn't balance. So yeah, so oops, don't want to show the backside. Those are the choices. Those are the colours. Colour looks better in the face cam. Yeah. There you go. Hold on, let me hold these up at the same time. See if I can get them going like a deck of cards. The brightness of the stream lights that I have to have on to show the detail of what I'm doing tends to wash out colour. So, there you go, that's the colours, that's Bingsu. Take screenshots. Where's the camera? There you go. This is really hard to do. Let's try and not get reflections in. There you go. Oh, I'm dropping them. Let me try that again. These are slightly smaller in one corner than they are the others. Let me try doing it this way. Right. Try again. Third time lucky. There you go. There you go. Anyone got a link for the Pandora kit? It's not in stock yet, but it's on GMK. The Snicket will show the link. So there you go. So that's Bingsu versus the Pandora samples. Yeah. What sort of sound does and feel does polypropylene give? It's kind of like a softer but more muted sound. It's like a really soft plastic, so it absorbs a lot of reverberation. Will Pandora be grouped by a pre-order group by? I legit wish that key manufacturers advertised colour swatches would make keycap purchasing and matching just about the easiest thing ever. That's really difficult to do. I wish it was an easy thing to do. It's not. You can how to faces show the face of them. They're in Photoshop show publicly. Oh, okay, right, okay, cool. I wasn't sure if you'd actually shared the codes off the back, but if you have, that's fine. Cool. Those swatches look like car trainers. Yeah, I don't know where these came from. I think these came from the manufacturer, but I don't know who manufactured these, to be honest. I assume the plastics manufacturer that Kikobo used, but yeah. You missed our PT, baby. I'm sorry, Anonymous. I didn't realise you'd put your sub through. I can't see it. I apologise, Anonymous. But yeah, well, congratulations if you have a PT, baby. There you go. And there's the Geekhack link. There you go. Nice and simple. Cool. Okay, so you guys have picked. Let's flick back to the stream. You guys have picked the new MX2A switches. I have 110 of these, I think. So there should be enough to outfit the Jane. Let's get the keyboard out. You want a new parent? That's alright, you can go. Have a new parent, that's fine. I'll find the band button for you. Right, okay. So here's the board. This is how it comes caged up. Caged? Cased? Cased up. You guys have seen it before. I can't comment on that, Lottie. It'd be safe for stream. Solid PCB in the back. It's always a good sign. Got the cleaning cloth, which we shouldn't need today. The little O-ring and doofer tool. We're not going to build this O-ring. We're going to build this a top mount. Little monarchy sticker. There you go. That's the card for it, and here is the keyboard. So all the PCB equals ISO. For sure it does. It means we are definitely building this board in ISO layout. Still sealed, so I'm unsealing this for the first time. Here we go. Here we go. This is the green TGR Jane V2 ME. Looking pretty swish there as it does. A couple of fingerprints already on the back. How nice is that? I'll show you the colour in the other camera just so you can see. There you go. Such a nice colour. Such a nice colour. I think I might prefer this even to the pink one. And the pink one's really nice. The pink one's lovely, but this might be something else. Right, okay, let's get this board put together then. So first thing we need to do is take the plate out of the board. In fact, you know what I am going to do? I'm just going to grab that cloth just to put it down on my desk. It's lighter than you thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's a really nice colour. It's like a grey green. It is green, yeah. Actually, November Fog would look really good on this, but I don't have a personal set of it. And it's not one of the sets I've picked out for today. Pray for the magnets to stay where they're supposed to be. Yeah, we can pray for that. I'm sure it'll be fine either way. Right, so first things first, let's flip this over. Let's take care of Jane, and we're just going to use the little spudger tool to flip off the corner. I believe it's up here from memory. Zooted is not one of the key sets I have for this. I think when I build this in its final variation, it'll end up with a carbon fiber plate. I think. Come on. Can't get my fingers underneath this. Magnets all stayed put. My phone is going nuts. Give me a second, guys. I try not to look at my phone while I'm streaming, but it's going nuts. It's just my wife sending me pictures of the dog. It's fine. Here's the inside of the Jane. So that base plate is kept on by all of these flush magnets, which is pretty cool. First things first, we need to take out the screws on the back plate. I think this is the size. No. One smaller. There we go. So what we're going to do here is take out the screws that hold it in the Toblerone way at the back, the mirror polished stainless steel. PC plates in general aren't my favourite. I do wonder why Monarchy started to use them as the default plates. I think they used them as the default plates because that's what the community asked for before they realised that there are other sounds that are better. Oh wait, these are actually torque screws. I'm using a hex driver. Excellent. Well done, Jay. Let me find out the torques. I think it's going to be that one. Yeah, that's good. Right, okay, so now we can slide out the Toblerone. That's the piece of stainless steel that says Jane on it at the back. Just going to pull that down to one side. That then unhides the screws along here, so we can then take the board apart. Magnetic back is always painful to watch. No, it's fine. I quite like magnets and keyboards. The new JO2 uses them as well. No loose magnets on this one. Nope. I did on both my pink Jane and my silver Jane. My blue one was fine as well. I haven't built the red one yet. Why would they use Torx? Why wouldn't they use Torx? Yeah, we use Torx on every single keyboard we make. All the JO2s use Torx as standard. Torx is way better than Hex. Just from a technical point of view. If you don't have Torx bit Simba, I think you should do. Are you with 4 Jane MEs? Silver, pink, blue, red, green. I'm with 5, and then I've got 2 of the Jane V2 CEs, and I've got an original Jane as well. How do you get wins on so many Janes? This one I bought aftermarket. Yeah. You got a shelf of L's. I don't know, man. Like, I don't win them all. I still get a lot of them in. A lot of them in the aftermarket. Now we can take the bottom off. We can just flip that over. And then the next thing we need to do is take out the screws for the plate. So we can remove the plate. We do need a slightly different size screwdriver. Yeah, don't forget, guys, we are giving away 2 GMK sets and a matrix. Actually, I should talk about how we're going to do that giveaway once I've taken this and put the case back together. What are JNMEs going for in the aftermarket? It wouldn't be fair of me to say to Golden Ratio what I paid for this. When can I order an in-stock Jane? You can't, I don't think. They were in stock for a little bit. I think they were like $600 or something. Something like that. Whoops. Okay, there we go. We can now take the plate out. Nice and simple. We'll pop that with the PCB. And now we can pop the case back together. Oops, there we go. So the case is now back together. And I can pop this to one side. And we can do the rest of the build. Okay, so in terms of giveaway, let's talk about that today, because I do have 3 things to give away, and I'll show you what I've got. I've got a set of GMK Panda and a set of GMK Mika, and these are going to go to be giveaway prizes. I've also got a brand new, still sealed, Matrix 8XV 2.0. And as you can see here, it is the light blue heart wing keyless with the advanced, which was a standard weight. This has never been opened. It's still sealed. Comes with the PCB and plate assembly. So that's what we're going to give away today. And how are we going to give this away? Well, we're going to play 5 rounds of marbles. and we're going to play 5 rounds of marbles as a Grand Prix. So if you guys have watched this before, you know how we do it. It's not who wins each individual race, it's whoever gets the most points across all of the races, and then who sits on the podium at the end. So first place will get the Matrix, second place will get GMK Panda, and third place will get GMK Mika.
Incredible.
Nice and simple. In fact, speaking of it, let's do the first race now. Why not, right? Let's do the first race now. We're going to do 5 races. Let me get that set up. And we'll do the first race now. Holy crap. Yeah, we're going to do 5. Where is... No, I don't want that. What are you doing? I want that. There we go. Let me get this loaded up. Okay, let's flick over to here, and in a second, when it loads, you should be able to see it on stream. Right, okay, so we are going to do a race, but we're going to do a Grand Prix, and we're going to do these 5 races across the whole of today. So we're not going to do them all right now. We are going to set it to 5 races. We're going to pick random maps from the community maps. Let's just pick at random. So we're going to do that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's do the first race now. So this is going to be the first race of today. It is whoever gets the most points across all of the races. So if you win this race, great, but you don't win a prize. It's only who wins the championship, the series of Grand Prix at the end, okay? So bear that in mind, guys. Bear that in mind. It is how we usually do these ones. But let's hit race and see how this goes. Right, if you want to get into this, all you need to do is do !play, just like that. It will put you into the race. And as I say, whoever wins over across the course of this is going to win the Matrix. Whoever gets second is going to get GMK Panda, and whoever gets third is going to win GMK Mika. Whoever does win those prizes at the end of the stream today, because we'll do the last race at the end of the stream, you will need to reach out to the mods and give your name, address, telephone number, email address, because we can't ship it to you if you don't know who you are. We will cover all of the costs associated with the product and shipping, but you will be responsible for any import duties yourself. That's it. Okay. I think that's all the disclaimers I need to do. Right, !play gets you in the race, guys. There's 150 minimum people watching right now.
Incredible.
And we've only got 111 people in here. If you want to be in with a chance to win the Matrix and the GMK and all the GMK sets, you need to be in this race, right? You need to be part of this. Because if you're not, chances are you're only going to have 4 races then. And then if you miss the second one, you only have 3 races, and you're probably not going to get many points for those. So, you got 20 seconds. Get in there, guys. Let's see how this first one goes.
Incredible.
10 seconds left to go. Here comes the lurkers. Maybe. That's fine. People don't have to chat to win. But here we go. Right, let's see where we're going on this one then. Right, okay, I don't know which is the right way, but some people are going backwards.
Tasty,
and some people are going the right way. Right, so Jen the Frabjous is in the lead. There we go. Jen the Frabjous has got a pretty good lead. I love Frabjous as well. If you haven't played Destiny, that's where a lot of the community came from. Olympus is down. Wait, that sounds like a movie. Jen the Frabjous is down. Void Media is down. Framed is possibly in the lead right now. Police Pet Dogs is down. Captain is down. Geeky Ed is down. E.T. Iron is down. We've not had anyone win yet. Some people have made it onto the bottom there. That's cool. Right, Geeky Ed looks like he's going to be the one that gets to the end first, but he's in the last obstacle. Wait, where does this go after this? Wait, where does this fling people? Where does that fling people? Where does that send people? Oh, there's a second part of the track. I didn't realize there's a second part of the track. So Geeky Ed is in first. Chartered Music's there. Mejiwong, Sifwong, and Anarchy have both died. Lots of people are falling. Joshio is dying. Some people are coming over. Vintage Kish is there. Storesness is there. Pokemon Kid's there. Trojam's flying over as well. Some people are right up at the back over there. I think I'm dead because I don't see my name anywhere. Ergo KB and Pandas Marco is coming over as well. Looks like CMG11 has taken the lead, but only just. Streaming ahead now. There's still lasers and all sorts of traps upcoming though, so there's plenty still to play for. And then we've still got the third part of the track as well. JSTTT has died, Jellymaster has died as well. Miloty Pony's falling down to their death as well. Blackbrook is on his way through. He's making some good progress here because CMG is slowed right down. The Man 2K might take a quick lead here, but he's going to hit an obstacle. Blackbrook is... Oh, he's going to get close with the laser. He's going to get close with the laser. Man 2K is there as well. Let's see who pans out. Man2K is probably in the lead right now. He's just got to fall down that last hole. King Exdom is in there as well. So is DCT main. Blackbrook is coming through. Island Hugger's at the bottom. Test You Not has died. The Man2K is flying through here. He's onto the third section now of the map. This is a huge map. Blackbrook is coming through as well, I think. Watching Hammer Brother die. Blackbrook's on his way over. Ergo KB's there. So is Storesness. It looks like the Man2K is going to get this unless anyone else can take it away from him. Quite a few people are catching up though now. Storesness is definitely on a roll here through. Blackbrook's now dropped down to the back 10th. Looks like Gaz is right up at the back there. He's like in very last place. Still a few obstacles left to go here. Who puts lasers on the map? Wow, lots of people put lasers on these maps. Blackbrook's going backwards. He was for a little bit, yeah. Lurker's in fourth. That's fine. Barista maybe in first place, I think. Looking at this, it's really hard to tell. Everyone's moving so slowly. It's really hard to tell. It's quite fun watching people fly up in the air, though. Ikbin Timothy's coming over. Game's done marginally well there. The Man2K still has the lead, though. He still has quite a big lead. Let's see if anyone else can catch him up and overtake him here as we go through the last few obstacles. Going through those sand traps has slowed the Man2K right down. Jovello's coming, though. I think the Man2K is going to take the win here. No prize, remember, for winning this particular race. Prizes come for winning overall points in the Grand Prix. So we have the Man2K, Dot Aim, King Exdom, Boresda, Jovello, Ergo KB maybe? Yeah, Ergo KB, High JFNF, Panda Marco, Empo Jangles, and Blackbrook rounds out the top 10. So congratulations there. Lots of you still coming through there. This was a pretty bold map. Pretty bold map. Half of us didn't survive. I think it said the failure rate on this one was about 50%, so there you go. Rip from that laser. Yeah, map was brutal. Hey, we picked it by random. I like how all the balls blow up after they've been tapped at the bottom.
Incredible.
$6306 right at the back there. Oh wait, is Zionti? Oh no, Wogaz. Wogaz. Oh, Hugaz is still right at the back there. I didn't even see him. He was flying up in the air. I didn't even see him. But 6306 is coming through as well. I don't think these guys are getting any points, but we'll let the race finish. Frame says, "Oh heck, I'm still alive." Nice. Blackbrook, you made it into the top 10. He did. He got 10th place. Just. I don't think anyone else is in there from the SPC though. I don't think Hugaz is going to finish this race. I think he's going to be stuck at the back. Kara says, "I'm alive." Did you finish, Kara? Did you finish? I didn't see you finish. That was an interesting race. Where Gaz? Who Gaz? Where Gaz? What Gaz? When Gaz? Why Gaz? He's not quite going to make it. Poof, he's gone. There we go. Okay, so looking at the final results, the man was there as well. So let's see who got points. Who was the last person to get points? The last person to get points was 20th, Gexanglian. So there we go. Right, we'll do the next race later on. So congratulations, guys. No winners yet, but we'll do the next race later on. Okay, so now we've got the plate out of the board. It is time to get the PCB ready and do our stabilizers. We'll do the next race after we've got the switches into the PCB and plate assembly. Here's the PCB, standard Monarch PCB. These are in stock as well now, the MNK 88s I think, or they're about to go in stock if we haven't yet put them in stock. Today we are going to be using gold wires stolen from other stabilizers, but we're going to be using the good old TX stabilizers. Just don't need these wires. We only need 3 stabilizers as well today. We need one for spacebar, one for the ISO enter, and one for backspace, and that's it. That's all we need. These new wires, and let's get these lubed up and put in the board. Okay, we're going at ISO, yeah. Sort out with Mel and Leo, Robot Mikey. They'll sort it out because the whole team's in on Wednesday. Because Wednesday morning we are going to the coffee company that do our roasting for us to talk about keyboard coffee. Yeah, which is quite fun. So just lubing up these stabilizer wires. These are our gold wires that have been stolen from some other stabilizers, just because I prefer them. These are from our lab stabilizers, I believe. I'm not particularly a fan of the wires that came with the TX stabilizers. The housings are pretty good. Just going to lube up these, pop them back in the housings. No more QMX tabs. I have loads of QMX tabs. I'm just not using them today, not for this particular build. Like, I just have, like, if you haven't seen my stabilizer tub, I have like a huge container full of stabilizers. Why did this not want to clip in? Come on, clip it. There we go. Top 3 with the most points at the end of the Grand Prix win the giveaways. Yes, correct. Yeah, it's not who wins each individual race, it's who gets the most points across all 5 races. And then whoever finishes in that championship effectively in the top 3 positions, those will be our prize winners today. I did explain that before the race. And that's how we'll keep it. No prizes for individual race winners. I have seen your stab storage. Yeah, like, so like I need to try and work through that, so that's what we're doing. You are one step closer just by being in the last race, yeah. Like, whoever gets the most points across the 5 races will win the Matrix. Whoever gets the second most points will win GMK Panda, and whoever gets the third most points will get GMK Mika. Don't forget, guys, as well, we do have a ton of stuff in stock right now with some pretty cool special offers on. 3 for 2 on all key sets, including GMK and everything else. I was looking for the other wire then. I had it in my hand because I just started leaving it. What am I like? Yeah, 3 for 2 on all key sets. 50% off all in-stock switches. And then, of course, we have buy one, get one free on desk mats. And you can stack all of those in the same cart as well. So you can use the discounts across all 3 product ranges if you want to pick them up. The only key set in stock that doesn't qualify for the 3 for 2 is Dual Shot, because we've got that at an insanely low price already. So just bear that in mind, guys. Okay. Now we're just going to do our 7U. Buy one, get one free on desk mats. Yeah, 3 for 2 on keycaps. Buy one, get one free on desk mats, and 50% off all switches. Basically, all switches are half price. If you type in exclamation mark discounts, it'll give you the codes that you need to redeem these offers, but they will stack in your cart at checkout. So you can pick up all of the offers at the same time. Obviously, we ship worldwide, so if you are outside of the UK and you do want to pick up 3 for 2 on key sets with the largest range of GMK sets in the world in stock right now, then you can make the most of that as well. So if you're in the US or wherever, you can pick up from us too. Do I plan on getting any ceramic keycaps in? No, I am looking at not ceramic, but a different property keycap set, something you might have seen historically in the past. I am looking at trying to get those remade and rerun them, but that's an ongoing project that I have no updates on as yet. But I'm hoping that that's something we can announce later on this year. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is just yet, just in case it doesn't happen, but some of you might be able to make an educated guess from what I've said. Is subbing great for Pokemats? Yeah, that's a good use for them. I like that. Cool. Okay, so now we've lubed up the stabilizer wires. We're just going to tune the housings just a tiny bit. We're going to take most of the lube off the brush. And all we're going to do is just paint a really thin layer on the slider rails. And this is just to try and make them smoother, not to gum the works up or anything like that. Midnight Rainbow R2 Prey-Age. We will do Midnight Rainbow again. The issue is, like, I just don't think the market's there from a group buy perspective, and I haven't really approached the vendors to see if they want to do an in-stock round, so it's kind of like a little bit unknown at the minute. I'm just going to put a small amount of lube in the back of this stabilizer, and then we'll go back and do the other one as well. I forgot to do that on the other one. It's not Jelly Pom, no. I think Escape Keyboards is still doing Jelly Pom. We sold it for them a while back, a couple of years ago. I think Escape Keyboards is still doing it, right? It's not Jelly Pom. Okay, final ones. Cabbage Cap, no, we can't merge orders. Like, we've had so many orders over the weekend, we're just going to go through them one by one. So by the time we get to your email asking you to merge orders, we'll have already shipped the first order out. So no, you can't get them merged, I'm afraid. But yeah, we do have Zoom 65 V2s in stock. I think we're the only people with Zoom 65 V2s in stock right now as well. I haven't checked that. That might be a lie, actually. I don't know. But we do have more GMK than anyone else on the market right now. I'm going to take this one apart slightly. Oh man, I've just got lube all over my thumb. That's not good. Okay, there we go. That's our stabilizers lube. That's all we need for today because we're going ISO on this particular build. Backspace, ISO enter, and spacebar. Don't run Midnight Rainbow until October, otherwise I have to get it for Mr. Tim's birthday. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to run it. It's not going to be, it's unlikely to be this year, if I'm completely honest with you. The reason for that is just because of the way the market is right now, and plus the number of projects we've got on right now as well. It's unlikely to be this year, let's put it that way. I did ask Whoop Studios to produce a sample with their manufacturing capabilities, but they haven't come back to me for a while on that, so I don't know what happened with that. I should chase them up, really. Okay, stabilizers are in the board now. Next thing we're going to do is we're just going to use these little tabs, and we're just going to lock the stabilizers in place with these. These just slide into the rear to make sure that the parts that expand and contract to grab onto the PCB, that they can't contract anymore and they have to stay fixed into the PCB. It just helps keep the stabilizers in place and in position. I'm just going to pop that in place just like so. Discounts work until tomorrow night, right? Yeah, midnight tomorrow, so just over 24 hours left. I think they finish at like 23:59, so it won't be exactly midnight, and that's obviously BST UK time, not like US time or anything else. We've had people complain about that before, like, I'm in the US, I didn't realize it closed midnight UK time. It does, we're in the UK. We're based on UK time, I'm afraid. Is anyone able to find the GMK 88 PCB? It might just be that we haven't put it back in stock yet. We do have some stock to do. Maybe we just didn't get it done yet. I don't know. I could be misremembering. But we'll definitely have some stock of them. But also we have PT80 PCBs in stock as well. So you can get our own PT8 PCB. Oh, come on. I haven't used the Gator on cap and reverser switches, but at 50% off, it's got to be worthwhile trying them, right? I haven't tried it in the cage. I don't know if it will or not. I don't think the cage uses a daughter board, does it? I can't quite remember. Okay, time to get our switches in the build. Once we've got the switches in the board, we'll do the second race for the giveaways today. Switch in the center. I don't have my plate fork with me today, so this might be a little bit... Oh, these are clipping in quite nicely, actually. They're not going to clip into the PCB because these are not PCB mount switches. These are just 3-pin switches, but we should be able to get them into the plate nicely, and then we can just solder them together, and that'll hold everything together nice and square and flush. Shade of green is so pretty. What's the plate material? This is polycarbonate. It's a standard plate that comes with the Janes these days. I think we will rebuild this at some point in the future. With a carbon fiber plate and something like some Gator inks or something like that. But for now, the cherry, the brand new cherry switches, the MX2As. I think this will be the first Jane built with them. I don't know of anyone else who's even got them to build a Jane with yet. Okay, once we've got the switches in place, we'll do the second race as well. So get ready to join that in a few minutes' time, guys.
Incredible.
Incredible, the G-Bound, thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. Ooh, breaking news. Someone's died in a car accident in the UK. I'm not quite sure why BBC feel that's relevant to ping my watch for. Although I feel sorry for anyone who has died in a car crash, but that seems a bit weird. I prefer 205 grade 2 on stabilizers than XHTBDZ, but that's just my personal preference. Everyone's mileage may vary, and of course your preference may be different. Do you also think GATX hold up after all these years? Yeah, for sure, man. Some of my favourite boards are still built with Gator inks. You have a ton of 205 grade 2? I have a ton too. I've got like 2 of the tubs of half a kilo lying around. Posture check, thank you. Yeah, that's a good idea. I am sat on a pretty crappy stool today. Well, I always am. Dielectric grease. I used to use dielectric grease on wires a long time ago. I haven't used it for a long time now. Why do you have so much, Pyro? Kish redeeming show me. What do you want to see, Kish? What is it you want to see? The lodestone, if possible, please, for Pyro. I don't know where the lodestone is at the minute. I know that one of the prototypes is still with Flex. I have one somewhere here, but I don't know exactly where it is. Sorry. Fair enough. We paid way more than 40 quid per like half kilo tub. We buy it directly from Stevenson Miller. Lodestone's pretty cool. We have like a fully working prototype, but I have no idea where it is right now. A vat is like probably like a standard size, isn't it? Like it's probably something like 100 gallons or something is a vat. Yeah, the orange is pretty cool. We do have some other boards that have been done in that orange as well, some other prototypes for other people. We didn't end up using their projects for anything, but we have made them. I'm just guessing that these switches are in the right place here. give it some keycaps in a second. Step capsule, yeah, always step capsule. I do not like full caps. So on personal builds, we always go step capsule. It just looks cleaner, and it reminds me of all the vintage keyboards, especially with wing keyless. I think step caps looks way better, but like I have it on almost every board. Okay, stepped is just right. I agree. Using caps as FN. Yeah, I use caps as FN, but I tend to use it as stepped as well. Right, there we go. That's the switches in the board, which is now our cue before we start soldering to do race number 2. So if you guys are ready, let's queue up the second race today. Next map. Okay, we're on race 2 of 5.
Incredible.
If you guys want to be in, all you need to do is !play. That'll put you into it. Non-born says, hold on. When this offer talks about for the weekend, does it end midnight Monday or midnight tonight? 3 for 2 and dual shot. So they end midnight Monday because it's a bank holiday weekend. So you've got like 24 hours, just over 24 hours to order. That's basically the rule. Right. Let's see who joins for this one. I don't think we've played this map before either. This looks pretty cool. !play. Tim, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate that as well. Okay, we had quite a lot of people join for the last time. So if you do want to get into the race to win any of the prizes today, you need to be in the races, guys. You need to be in the races to win. Missing 1 race is probably okay. Missing 2, probably going to count you out. But don't forget, we are giving away a Matrix AXV 3.0, as well as GMK Panda and GMK. So remember, you don't win anything for winning this race. It's all about the points you get overall across all 5 of the races. I'm going to hit start now, which means you've got 20 seconds left to go. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and away we go. Here we go. Everyone's racing in. I'm not quite sure how this works, but I think it's all a race to the center. Can't really tell who's winning here, but we'll have a look and see who gets the point first. We can't tell. Lots of people all circling around there. That looks pretty swish and pretty cool. Let's see if we can't drop down underneath here. See who makes it to the bottom first. Magino is first through. He's going to get stuck in the sand bath though. Matt Black is coming down as well. So is Swoop. Blackbrook's in there as well. I see my name too. Matt Black takes the lead. He's coming out there quite quickly. He's got a bit of pace. Magino and 6306 there too though. 6306 has probably just stolen the lead a little bit. Stores is in there. So is my Lottie Pony. Lottie's having a really good run on this particular one. Mr. Gimp's in there as well. He's in the top 10. Anarchy coming through as well, right in the top 10. No one left at the back here. This is all still to play for. Lots and lots of tracks still to go, but it's looking pretty good at the minute. Non-Bomb and Anarchy are ravaging each other just there. My Lottie Pony is coming down the spiral staircase as well. Cherry Bowl is coming through too. Igman Timothy's at the back. Koala Gone Wild has fallen off the map. They're the first death for this particular one. Orodimos is just peeping into the top 10, but it's hard to see what's going on. Anarchy might just steal the lead here. All stuck up at this point here. My Lottie Pony is definitely in the lead. She's on her way down to the next one. Geekhack is coming through too. So is Jess 393, but Anarchy, I feel like he was hard done by there. D'Angiara, Elsbells is coming through too. Gex Anglian and Jess T is there too. Geekhack as well. I hope that's not my wife, Elsbells. I hope it's not. NB Prop is there. Bob Hotshot's coming through too. Anarchy, off the map and dead. NB Rop coming through. Mr. Gimp is in there too. Lots of people are in this now. Pearl and Merlin's in there. Some people dying. Orodimos, N360 dying. Gex Anglian is firing off out of that machine and is steaming towards the next obstacle here. I'm not sure if they're off the map or if they're on the map. I think they're on the map, but they're whizzing through stuff. I'm not sure if they're in the game or not anymore. I can't tell. Incredible. Anyway, let's see how it goes with the rest of the map. NB Prop is coming down. Anonymous Spiker is there as well. Like, what's Gex Anglian doing? I don't understand. D'Anginara is taking second place here. Lots of people up at the back. Hugaz is there as well. Jan the Frab just at the top. Panda Zamarco looks like they've got stuck right at the very back with someone else. Can't read the other name. Gex Anglian is down here as well. It looks like he did take the win. I don't know really what happened there, but he seemed to get right through. No idea what happened there, but whatever. Bob Hotshot's coming through, so is Jess T. Him I Am Lols is dead. Funky is coming through, so is Joshio. Anonymous Bike is there too. Snicket's there as well. It looks like Jess T93 is going to take second place. Funky is coming in as well. Joshio's there, so is Mash as well. Bob Hotshot's coming through, so is Kiwi71. Dynamics, Anonymous Biker, Oxy, Geeky Ed. That's going to round out our top 10 with Oxy just there. Let's see how long it takes everyone to come through. I feel like there's an instant win thing there somewhere. I feel like there was like a pickup, like a what do you call it? You could pick up like a Mario Kart power up. I think that's what happened. No idea what happened to me. I didn't see you fall off, Kara. You may still be in there. I think you're still in there. I think I still see you, Kara. Perlin Merlin's coming through. Cutie Pie's coming through. Rusty Panda TV's there. Future Primitive, Test You Not as well. Olympius is there too. Snicket's coming down. Jelly Master's in there as well. I'm still up at the back somewhere. There I am. Jan the Frab just coming through as well. Did anyone get stuck right at the back again? It looks like whoever was stuck right at the back managed to make it through. Didn't fall off. Nice. Last few coming through here. There's Trojam, Mr. Gimp, One Dark Enigma, Crucified Poo, Demotex as well. Lovely old Demotex coming through as well. Angry Swan and Aurelia right at the very back there. Oh, the death quell got them too, actually, right at the end. Cool. Okay, there we go. So let's see who got points from this one. Gixanglian all the way down to Kevy Babes in 20th. Congratulations, guys. You were the ones who got the points. We'll do the next race in a little bit. Time to crack back on with the build, though. So congratulations, guys, who got through that one. Right, next up is the job of soldering. So because these switches are 3-pin and not 5-pin, they won't hold into the PCB correctly. So we're going to have to be very careful when we solder this, and then just make sure we've got some pins dotted around to hold everything together nice and neatly. Once we do, we can then kind of like pick it up and check for bent pins properly, and also we need to make sure that we've got the switches in the correct place on the bottom row. I think we do. 1.5U, yeah. 1.5U, yep. 1.5U, yep. 1.5U, yeah. Okay, so the bottom row is all good as well. So we're going to solder a couple of these switches. Once we've soldered a couple in, we'll check for bent pins. And whilst I'm doing that, guys, it's your time to ask me anything you would like to know about PT, me, life, the universe, everything. Questions do not have to be limited to keyboard. You can get my opinion or my thoughts, or just ask anything you'd like to do. Remember, questions must be Twitch safe, must not be personal in kind of like the sense of other people. You can ask me anything about me, though. I will answer it open and honestly. So yeah, let's see what questions you guys come up with. Just tag me with @JPrototypist, ask your question. Can be about anything keyboard related or otherwise. So just tag me with your questions and I'll answer them once we start soldering properly. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just gonna highlight a couple of pins, just a couple in the middle, and then a couple in each corner. I might as well do the whole switch here actually. Not happy with that joint. There we go. I'm just going to do the switches in each corner. I'll then check for bent pins, and then I'll start soldering and answering your questions in full. Okay, one more corner to go. And then it's bent pin time. So yeah, get your questions in, guys. Anything you'd like to know, anything about me is fair game. I'll answer any question you ask. I'm just going to check through for bent pins now. Just checking each switch just to make sure that we've got no bent pins coming through. If we have, I'll just pull out the switch and change it very, very quickly. Everything's looking good so far. I'm just on the second row now. I need to be careful with these and just check them a little bit more than I usually would, and the reason for that is because these are just the standard 3-pin switches. They don't have the 2 mounting pins on either side. The ISO enter has a bent pin, so we'll change that in a second. Everything else so far is looking good. looks like just the ISO enter. When we do the left shift as well, I'm just going to be really careful on that one because I'm just going to do one pin on each of those so we can get them as straight as possible. Let's see if we can straighten up this pin. There we go. That should be nice and straight now. Pop that back in. Perfect. Okay, time to solder the rest of the board together apart from left shift. Right, question number 1 comes from Robert Mikey. He says, what's the strangest thing you've ever seen on a road trip or drive? I've seen quite a few weird things on road trips and drives. I've been on a lot of them over the years. I've seen a couple of monster trucks on the road, which have been pretty cool. I actually saw one of the monster trucks again at a car show I went to a few weeks ago. It's called the Monster Bishi, and I saw it on the motorway a couple of years ago, and then I saw it at a car show, an American car show I went to, took my black truck to about a month ago, which is quite fun. What else have I seen? I've seen a load of like movie set cars as well, so I've seen things like the DeLorean from Back to the Future. I've seen the Mercury Comet from the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. I've seen quite a few things like that. I did see a Mini Marcos in bright yellow towing a BMW Isetta bubble car as well at once. That was a really weird thing. So you're seeing a 2-seater low-slung sports car towing on a homemade hitch, which looked dodgy as sin. It was a bit of angle iron that had been welded together, but towing a BMW Isetta bubble car, three-wheel bubble car. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, actually. That was really weird. If anyone reminds me on Discord later on about that, I'll dig out a picture, because I do have a picture of it somewhere. And it was just the weirdest thing. It was like a bright, pale baby blue BMW Isetta and a yellow Marcos GT. It was so strange. We actually passed them on the motorway, and then we stopped at services. And then as we left the services, they were like just coming into it as well. This is a couple of years ago now. I was with a friend of mine called Lewis. So yeah, that's probably the weirdest thing I've seen. Second question says, what's your shoe size? I'm an 8.5. I tend to take either an 8 or a 9. I tend to wear these days shoes from a company called On Running for almost all of my daily activities. I usually buy an 8.5 from them. When I used to work for the bank, I did have custom brogues made, which were just sized for me, so they weren't like a particular size, they were just for me. I had a place down in London, it's now closed, that used to make custom shoes for us. Expensive but worth it, always super comfortable, never had an issue with them. I've still got a couple of pairs that fit perfectly, just as well I did on the day I bought them a couple of years, well, quite a few years ago now. Tim says, how am I? I miss you. I'm doing alright, man. Ups and downs. Could be better, could be worse on a daily basis, I guess. Some good days, some bad days, just like everyone. Today's not a bad day, today's okay. My wife's away for like a month, so I'm going to miss her over the next month, I think. She's away a lot with work, and I think she's back like 6 nights between now and the 1st of October, and the rest of the nights she's away. So we'll see how that goes, but it's going to be an interesting few weeks. What are you looking forward to about your upcoming holiday? Oh, sorry, I've missed a couple. What is one of your favourite pictures taken by the James Webb Space Telescope? My favourite picture from James Webb is probably the Horsehead Nebula. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. And it was one of the earliest pictures they took as well. It's just stunning. Like the level of detail that you can see from it, and kind of like the way that you can see the stars with all the reflecting with the 8 points across, because that's how many because of all the panels that the James Webb has, because the panels are octagons, you get 8 points because they've got 8 sides to each panel. It's just really interesting, and you can see some amazing stuff in there, especially now that they're able to see more detail as well. Like the pictures that we had a bit before were stunning, and like now we can just see way more detail, and it's just impossibly cool. The picture of Saturn was also Jupiter was also really cool. Was it Jupiter? I'm sure it was Jupiter. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what we can see more about when they start to look into some of the stuff in the background of the universe as well, some of the really old stars. I think they found a couple of weeks ago that there were some really old stars that were way more massive than they should have been, and we can't actually explain how they were created by physics at the time in the early universe. So that's pretty cool as well. It's just like a window back into the past at a galactic scale. It's cool as hell. Next question didn't tag me, but says, what do you think would be the next big thing after AI, machine learning, AR, VR? I think true AI is the next step for us, and then we get closer and closer to what's called the singularity, where humanity and technology merge. We don't really know what that looks like, but I suspect that AI will be a massive part of it. What we call AI today isn't truly AI. A lot of these chatbots like ChatGPT, they're just learning algorithms, and all they're doing is predicting which word should come next based on the parameters input, what's the most likely option for the next word. And whilst that's really cool and incredibly useful for a ton of stuff, it's not true AI. So I think we'll see some changes into what true AI is and what that actually means. I know there's a lot of people working on it, but LLMs will come and go over the next few years, and we'll see various interpretations of them. That'll be short term. I'm French, you left us, but I love you. Thank you. What was my first mech? My first mech was a Poker 3, and then a CM Storm, and then I got into True Customs after that. Lottie, I did try and answer this earlier on, and then realised there was other questions before it. What is wait, where's it gone now? What are you most looking forward to about your upcoming holiday? So I'm away from, I think it's from the Sunday around like the 7th or the 8th of October, and I'm away for 10 days. We're going to Cape Verde, me and the wife. I'm very much looking forward to it. The biggest thing for me is just going to be to have some time to relax and spend with my wife after she's been away for like a month. That's going to be the biggest thing for me. And just some time for some R&R. I know I'm going to have to do work almost every day that I'm there. I'm not going to be able to get away from that, unfortunately. Running a business is just one of those things that means your time is never really your own. And that's fine, I understand that. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to getting away and doing some cool stuff. Just spending some time lazing around, swimming in the sea, doing some wakeboarding, a few of the water sports and stuff like that, paddleboarding and stuff, snorkeling. I am PADI certified, but I haven't scuba dived in a long time, so I'm hoping to be able to get back into scuba diving as well while we're there. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be just nice to have a break and not have the day-to-day worry about everything that I usually do. Next question comes from RL Keeper. Says, do you follow any sports on the F1? Just think about the upcoming Rugby World Cup. No, just the F1 really. Just the F1. Chat Music says, what's your favourite Lego set? The favourite Lego set that I own is probably the Millennium Falcon. It's still in a completely unbuilt state. I did 2 streams 2 years ago where I started to build it, and I've never made any more progress on it. I am tempted to strip it down and, while my wife is away, rebuild it on evenings in front of the TV with the dog. That's the current plan. I'm going to strip it down, start again, rebuild it from scratch, and just try and get it done this month. That's my current hope. I'm just going to leave the shifts because I don't want to solder the shifts until I've made sure they're 100% straight. So we'll come back to the shifts in a few minutes. Lazy Caker says, why do you think the US government classified documents or keep information from the public? In the case you could learn about some of the information, what would you like to find out about? Why do they do it? Because a lot of the stuff that happens in the world doesn't need to be shared with the public. There's reasons for governments to keep information safe, military reasons, and all sorts of stuff like that. There's plenty of reasons for things to be classified. So I think that's probably why they do it. In terms of what would I like to see more information on, probably this whole stuff that's being talked about UFOs. I think I'm taking it all with a pinch of salt at the minute, but I think there could be some interesting stuff in there. I suspect it's not actually aliens, but I think there's probably some other stuff that's going on that some companies are testing and just not declaring, which could be quite interesting. So we'll see how that all pans out. But there's some high-profile people talking about these. They don't call them UFOs anymore. They call them UAVs, I think they call them now, something like that. What is something you regret buying and why? Something I regret buying. I don't really regret many things in life, like especially buying stuff. The reason for that is because like I feel like the decisions you make change the person you are, and they make you who you're going to become. And I don't think you should ever regret being who you are today. you might see some things that you want to change and about yourself. I think we're always on a period of growth. Everyone is. So I don't think I regret anything that I've ever purchased in my life. The only things I ever regret is when I've done something that upsets other people. That's the only time I ever regret anything, I think. But sometimes you have to upset other people to do the right thing for you. So sometimes it's inevitable. Like, you're never going to live life without upsetting someone. Like, that's just a fact. There is always going to be someone who dislikes almost every decision you make for. People generally fall into three camps. Those who really care about the decisions you make and don't like it. Those who really care about the decisions and do like it. And those who just have no care whatsoever. So yeah, it's always difficult to keep people happy in that respect. But I don't think I ever regret buying anything. Like, there's some things that I wish I maybe hadn't bought, but I don't think I regret buying them. Like the Doro 67 was pretty terrible from a keyboard perspective, but I think that's about it. Like, that's like as bad as it gets. Who is my favorite Nightmare Before Christmas character? Like, the easiest answer to this is Jack, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I think my favorite is probably actually Santa. I'm just gonna see how straight these are. They look pretty straight. Let's just sort it and solder them. I can always re-solder them if I need to get them straighter later. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Santa. Like, Nightmare Before Christmas, best character is Santa. Yeah, let's go with that. It's either that or it's Mr. Oogie Boogie. Mr. Oogie Boogie Man. Cool. Okay, that's all of our soldering done. Let's catch up with these chats questions pretty quickly then. Which song would be your theme song? No idea. My taste in music is really eclectic. I think it would probably be something like Diddly Bow by C6 Steve. That's something that just constantly plays in the back of my head. So yeah. JQUK says, imagine you have the opportunity to spend a day with an alien species that has never encountered humans before. They're curious about the essence of humans' existence. What experiences, emotions, or aspects of being human would you want to convey to them to help them understand what it's truly like to be part of our species? I'd like to explain to them how flawed we all are. Everyone has flaws and no one's perfect and everyone makes mistakes constantly. That's just life. And I suspect that is probably endemic to humans as a race because of the way we have evolved on this planet. Animals and stuff probably don't really understand their mistakes or care about their mistakes, and certainly they don't have peers like we do. So I think that's probably the biggest thing that I would need to convey to any alien species, because if we're the only creatures on the planet that have that in the greatest or lesser extent, perhaps other creatures from around the galaxy wouldn't. What's the strangest, weirdest things you've encountered inside the workshop? So we've had a lot of animal encounters here at the workshop. We once had a pigeon fly in. We actually used to throw... We threw Zaku switches, not at the pigeon, but towards the pigeon to try and scare it out. That was quite cool. We've also had a squirrel come into the old workshop and hop around under the shelving and then see us and then turn around and run back out. And then the weirdest one of all is a runaway gypsy horse actually got into the old workshop. This is so bizarre. It's true though. It came into the yard for the workshop. It ran around the yard. Our shutter was open. It saw us standing outside. It ran into our workshop, got all the way to the back, bumped into my blue pickup truck, turned around, got itself stuck, reared up a little bit, and then came back out. And then the police caught it. And well, the police came. Someone nearby caught it. We trapped it in the yard. We shut the gates so cars couldn't come in and out. And then the police came. It was a really, really weird day. You'll never believe it, but you can ask Mel if you don't believe me. It happened. It was the old workshop. It was a couple of years ago now, but it was the weirdest thing ever. So yeah, that was probably the weirdest thing. Have you ever been to Cardistricon? No. I would quite like to though. What is your go-to song when you're starting a road trip? Has to be Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf for me personally. Like one of my favorite car songs isn't something that's really a car song. There's two actually. I don't always play this on road trips, but I quite like them for road trip music. One is 3 is the Magic Number, and the other one is Jet, Are You Gonna Be My Girl? Those are the two that I quite think are good car journeys. Do you think Japanese nuclear wastewater will contaminate British seafood? I don't think so. Like I've seen a little bit of this on Reddit the other day. I don't think so. I think it's fine. It's weird. But it's not something that I think we need to worry about. PLP 50 or nothing? Maybe. What was the biggest setback you faced in your life? When I used to work for a corporate job, I had a lot of challenges trying to get the promotions that I needed to get my job done. There was one time when this was quite early on in my career when I applied for a job. I was doing the job, I'd been in the job for a long time, and then I was told I couldn't have it, and they tried to take it away from me but still wanted me to do the work. And being as green as I was at the time, this would have been like 2008, I let them, and I accepted that that was okay, even though it absolutely wasn't. So that was probably the biggest setback I've had in my life. The second biggest setback was probably when I delayed starting Prototypist as a company because my mum died. So Prototypist was originally supposed to launch on the 1st of April, but my mum died on the 23rd of March, and that kind of like delayed the whole thing, and we didn't start until November. So yeah. Did I see the F1 race today? Yes. What a banger. Rain makes everything so much exciting. Thoughts? It was a great race. Like, it was a great race. I felt sorry for Russell. I felt sorry for Norris. I thought Perez could have done better. The team messed him up with one decision change. Don't know what happened to Charles. He was terrible today. But it was damned exciting all the way through. It was a pretty good race. Can I give a keyboard related hot take? Yeah, I don't think we're done seeing vendors go under. There you go. Stickit says, do you think you'll ever do another subathon type stream like last year? Maybe. Like, we got some like positives, but there were some people that said some negative things about it, so I haven't thought about doing it for a little while. But yeah, maybe we will. Maybe. Some people didn't like the fact that I did it last time, so if you get lonely whilst your wife is away, you're always welcome to visit us. Thank you, I appreciate that. I do have the dog to look after, and I do have PT to run, so it's not necessarily going to be possible, but if I get too lonely, I'll pop down to see you guys. Cargary says, don't know if anyone's asked this, but was there any car in the past that you could have owned brand new and been around when it came out? What car would it have been? Man, I don't know. Like, there's a load of cars I wish I'd owned. Like, I've owned 50 or 60 cars now, I think. I think we're like mid-50s in terms of cars I've owned. I wish I'd have been around in the early 70s when the Datsun Zs came out. And whilst I own one now, I would love to have had one at the time when they were kind of like the hot thing. That would have been really cool. Anonymous Spiker says, how does your business look now versus when you first started? It's bigger. It was never intended to be this. When I started PT, it was supposed to be this really cool little thing for me and friends to make stuff. That's all it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be side of desk. It was supposed to be done alongside my day job, take up my weekends, and that was kind of it. And then 3 years later, nearly 4 years later, 4 years on the 1st of November we're here. We've moved workshop twice. You know, we've gone from £1,000 a week revenue to millions of pounds a year. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's just nuts, like where we've gone to. It's just absolutely fundamentally 10, 20, 30 times the size it should have been. So yeah. You're given front row tickets to any sporting event in history, past or present. Which one would you have loved to see in person? Mine's probably the 2012 NBA's Linsanity run. I don't follow basketball, so I don't know what that is. If I could see any sporting event ever, I think I'd like to see what something like the Colosseum was like when they used to have things happen there, because people have speculated about this, and apparently at one point they used to flood the entirety of the Colosseum and stage like battles of sea battles, like ships and stuff. I think that would have been phenomenal to see, like the whole of the Colosseum flooded and people sailing ships in there. If that's true, that's what I want to see. That's what I would have loved to see. Having just picked up a handheld emulator, have you ever played many retro games, as in gone back to play things you might have missed? Sorry about the tag. Yes, I have, Bullboy. I have an analog pocket. I play on it almost daily. So yeah. If you had the chance to drive a Top Fuel dragster, would you? I would love to do a run in something like that. Yeah, cars never scare me. I would absolutely do anything in a car that I could do. Yeah. How do you amazing answers to all of the questions? I don't really know what you mean. But I don't think my answers are particularly amazing. I think anyone can answer questions. UAPs, yeah. Unidentified aerial projectiles or something. I don't know. I'm making it up now. I still believe we are not the only planet supporting life. So do I. But I don't think aliens are here. It's a little bit different. What's the best purchase you have made for less than £100? Best purchase less than 100 quid. Best purchase less than 100 quid. I don't know. Like, if this is something that I can say that I purchase regularly for less than 100 quid, bless me, it's going to be fuel, because fuel enables me to do so many things. So I'd say that fuel is the answer. If it's something that I've spent less than £100 on in the total of the entirety of my life, I'm going to struggle to answer that one. Probably my tie from when I got married. Let's go with that, because that was really cool and I still have it. What about the Doro? Yeah, I think I mentioned that. It was the worst group buy I've ever joined. Yeah. Pick one to sell and not be able to buy back: your keyboards or your vehicles. Keyboards, the cars mean too much to me. I couldn't sell some of the cars I have. Sometimes you got to do bad to learn and do bad later. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. NASA did say that aliens exist, but COVID overshadowed it. Why didn't people react to it? That's not exactly what they said, though, is it? They hinted that they think that multicellular life should exist. They don't have any proof of it. So I don't think they actually did say that aliens exist. They said that they believe that multicellular life exists, but there is no proof. So until someone has proof, that question is going to remain unanswered. There's a lot of conspiracy theories around. I just choose not to believe them, and we'll just believe whatever we have. Oogie Boogie is the best. Yeah, he's cool. Are you a fan of Electric Wizard? I don't know what Electric Wizard is, so not sure. What are some things that you bought that improve your overall life? Good quality walking shoes. I do a lot of hiking. Good quality walking shoes, absolutely one of those. Other things that I bought that improved my life. A mandolin in the kitchen, not a musical instrument, but for slicing, chopping, peeling, fantastic. Buy one, game changer. I'd say that. The horse one was interesting to hear. It's true. It's true. No one believes me when I tell them about the horse that came into PT, but it did. I swear it did. Charles got damage early from a very small hit. I did see that, but it was only to the front wing. I don't think that should have ended up where it was. Clackbait, hey man, welcome to the stream. I think that's it for questions then, isn't it? Oh, what's the best thing you have bought for under £100? I think I've answered that. Fuel. Streaming even on bank holiday weekend? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Unidentified aerial phenomena. Something like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for the bless you. I enjoy that. I like that. What's the best thing you bought from here? GMK dual shot on PT's website right now. I like that. Surely your MKU ticket was your best under £100 purchase? Sure. What is the option of guide a raid? Destiny 2 raid. I haven't played Destiny for ages. I used to play an awful lot. Destiny 1 I used to raid every single week. I used to be a Sherpa for some of the D1 raids. I've never been to that level in D2. I've done all of the raids apart from the latest ones, I think. So yeah, yeah, not for me anymore, unfortunately. I don't have time to play games like that. Would you consider the Bowlight as an in-stock when it's fully launches? Yeah, we're talking about that already. It's something I've already talked to Garrett about already. Yeah, I haven't made a decision yet, but he sent me some pricing and stuff, so it might happen. Where do you stand on the length of shorts? How much leg are you happy to deploy? I like shorts just above my knee. So hold on, look at the top camera. Look here. If this is the top of my leg and then this is my knee, I like shorts just above the knee so they don't get caught in the crook of my knee when I'm bending my leg. Crota's End is coming back. Excellent. Yeah, Crota's End is quite cool. Yeah, Crota's End was a good raid. I remember doing the heavy ammo glitch at the end, the Crota part of Crota's End, just to try and get through it. Crota Day 1. Nice. Cool. Okay, right. We've done all other questions. We've done our soldering. It's now time to get the keyboard put back together. But before we do, let's do race number 3 of the 5 races, just in case anyone didn't know what any is. Absolutely. Okay, let's flick back over and let's do the next map. So if you want to be in it to win it, we're going awesome chaotic track next. This is race 3 of 5. All you need to do to be in it is do !play. You see some people have already done that. Let's get in there. And let's do race 3 of 5. So remember, the winner of across all 5 races, whoever gets the most points across all 5 races, wins the Matrix 8XP 3.0. Whoever gets second gets GMK Panda, and whoever comes in third gets GMK Mika. We will need you to reach out and give us your name, address, telephone number, and email so that we can ship it out to you via DHL or UPS. And we will cover the cost of the product and also the cost of shipping. You will be responsible for any import duties yourself. That's because I can't cover those, unfortunately. But there you go. Right, let's get everyone into the game then. !player, put it in. Lots to go on this one. So we've got 130 people in there now. Let's hit start, and then you've got 20 seconds left to go, guys, to get into the race. Praise for an SPC top 10. We'll see. I don't know what the failure rate on this one is, but let's see. Here we go. Let's see who can make it down at the first. Oh, the first ramp here. Long way to go yet. Pearl and Merlin was in the lead very early on. Let's see who makes it down through the bottom first. And it's going to be Pearl and Merlin still in the lead. Leonardo de Mouse is there. Captain Mal comes through the race probably first. New Dude maybe just in the lead. Magino again, second race on the trot where they've actually had a bit of a lead here. Seiki B is right up at the back, along with Jenga and Robert Mikey and Jan the Frabjus. Pandas and Marco might have just taken the lead though. Looks like they're slightly ahead. Flower Cutie is dead. Magino way ahead in the lead actually, storming through the next obstacle. Still all to play for. Long part of the track left to go here. But Magino has a bit of a lead. Pandas and Marco is catching up. Ergo KB still there. Mr. Gimp's there as well. I see My Little Pony and RL Keeps are in the middle of the pack. Robert Mikey's up towards the back, so is Kiwi 71. Pandas and Marco looks like they have the lead here. Mr. Gimp though as well. Let's see who gets out of this obstacle first. It is Pandas and Marco. Ergo KB and KMW might take second place here. No, Koala Gone Wild has taken second place. Still a few objects left to go though. Obstacles coming up. Pandas and Marco looks like they're through this next one though. They're onto the big Ferris wheel. Let's see how quickly they can get through this one. Koala has skipped all the way through the Ferris wheel and is now at the next obstacle. Trojam is storming through as well. Arthur drops off the map. Sorry, Arthur, you are now dead. Lots of people getting stuck here. Koala Gone Wild has just pipped into the lead. He's coming down the next drop. He's definitely in the Captain Mal is in second. Nice little reference there. I like that. Blackbrook is at the back. Rusty Panda TV, My Lottie Pony coming up around the back there as well. Captain Mal is in second place. Kara drops down, misses out an entire obstacle to drop into first place there. Captain Mal still in third. Koala Gone Wild in second. Captain Mal has died by the looks of things. He got flipped off the map. Jest93 is there. Zosco TV. Anonymous Bikers coming through. Captain Mal is dead. Koala Gone Wild and Kara are the two in the lead. They're racing to the finish line now. Still a long way to go. Kara's still in the lead. Greyhands and Ballboy and Silence are coming through. Jest93 there as well. Trojam's coming through too. So is M.1. Anonymous Bikers there too. Rusty Panda TV stuck in that Ferris wheel right at the back still. Long way to go. Kara's still in the lead. Ballboy's there as well. Games Done Marginal Well has died. Yeah, Kara's stuck on this this corner here. Only just getting through. Jest93 and Ballboy also getting stuck at the same point. We'll see who makes it through to the end of the round. Kara somehow making it completely through that wheel without any damage at all. Looks like Kara's going to take the win here, unless she misses the catch-up. And she takes the loss. There we go. Anonymous Bikers coming through, and so is Pandas and Marco. Looks like both of those are going to miss the tray. Oh, they both made it. Well done, guys. Ballboy is dead, and Angry Swan is dead. Trojam is dead. Swoop and Magic Turtle, are they going to make it? They do. Magic Turtle doesn't. Turkey Throw dies. JQ dies. This is really cruel right at the very end. Loads of people making it. Loads of people dying. Els Bells is dead. Ergo KB is dead. Quagri just makes it in. MB Prop, Neil Adams Mouse all making it in. Elkino Flop is coming through. So is Zazora. They're going to die. There we go. Still lots of people right at the back. Rusty Panda TV still stuck in the Ferris wheel up at the back there. I'm so sorry about that. Blackbrook is coming through as well. I haven't seen my name, so I think I must have died as well. Lots of people dying here at the end. Meat Grinder end. Yeah. Meat Grinder at the end. Anonymous Spiker, Pandas and Marco, Swoop, Saipan, Exods, Boopity, Patrick, Doe, Elsbells, and Quagri making up the top 10. So congratulations, guys. That is race 3 of 5. We've got 2 more to do. Remember, you don't get any prizes for winning this particular race. You only get prizes for winning points overall at the end. Perlin Merlin and Moons of Empire coming through now. Right at the very back with My Lottie Pony. Lots of SPC members at the back of this track. Lots of people died. Lots of people died. Lottie's bringing up the rear. Absolutely. No point joining the next races. You never know, man. It only takes one win to put you back into contention. At least you're not right at the very back. Kojak takes that honour. I don't know if these guys are going to get through the race, or the barrier is going to hit them. I think they might just make it through. Moons of Empire died. Is Chris going to die? Chris makes it. Kojak, is he going to die? Kojak makes it as well. Nice, congratulations. So let's have a look at the final results there. Anonymous Spiker, Pandas Marco, Swoop take the top 3, and the points are given up to 22nd on this one. So the last one to get points is Shiloh Cotus. There we go. So yeah, there we go. That's race 3 done. Time to get back on with the build. 2 more races to go, and then we'll see who wins the prizes. Right, okay, so our soldering is all done. Everything is soldered up nicely. Everything's looking nice and square. Time to put this back inside the case, and then we can complete the build, and you guys can pick some keycaps. So I'm just going to flip this over. This is a top case. We are just going to go for top mount on this one today. I'm just going to take these screws back out of the little tray. And we're just going to remount this into the top mount positions. Why does that not want to screw in? Wait, what? Okay, I think that is it. It just doesn't look right.
Tasty, tasty.
Evening, Jay. 2 years flew by. Yeah, thank you so much for the 24-month streak, man. I really appreciate that. Well done, Fluffy Keeps, for that one. 2 years, that's crazy. Second PT birthday, wow. I think there's only a couple of people ahead of you, Fluffy. You've made an appearance in the top 10 in each race. Congratulations, man. Come on. There we go. Just going to try sizing up a little bit on the screwdriver here. There we go. That might work a little bit better. That doesn't want to go in. Why? Am I using the wrong screws here? I didn't like some of these screws. Why are some of these screws not wanting to go in? How weird. Oh, I see. We have been using some of the wrong screws, that's why. We did need to. I've been just using the wrong screw. That's all it is. That now makes sense. Yeah, there we go. I do prefer top mounting the Jane 2. O-ring feels a bit too soft, especially with the PC plate. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll ultimately go for O-ring mount, but with a carbon fiber plate. I think that's my favourite Jane kind of sound and feel, especially with something like some inks. There we go. That's that bit done. Okay, next job we can drop the bottom case on. Just like so, and then we can screw this into place. For this we need the countersunk screws. John Wood, thank you so much for the Prime sub, I appreciate that. Take a few minutes to put the screws in. The next thing to put in after these screws is the Toblerone weight, and then we can drop the magnetic bottom case on after that. Did you see the CF backplate people running a group buy for? They look good. Yeah, I did see that. I just make my own if I wanted one. Like, the prices they were charging for them were pretty expensive. I think they were like realistically the price for it's going to be like, I don't know, $15, something like that, $20 at the most, like wholesale. So even if you need to charge for a margin on top of that, like $25 at the most. But the ones that I saw, maybe some different ones, but the ones that I saw were like $50 or $40 or something. Seemed very expensive for what they were. Okay, Toblerone in, and now we can drop the magnetic weight on the bottom. There we go. And that is the Jane built. So there we go. Time to get up switch hitter, and let's just make sure everything works. It either will or it won't. We'll soon find out. Let's grab switch hitter. Steal the cable. And no, I did not test this before I built it, so I have no idea if it's going to work or not. Okay, not configured for F13, but we'll just assume that works. Everything working so far. Oh, U doesn't work. Interesting. Oh yeah, we're not on ISO, but we know that both of those work now, so that's fine. Caps lock's working. All working there. Oh, hold on, let's just switch this over to ISO. I should have done this before. Okay, all working so far. There we go.
Incredible.
Okay, U's not working. We'll have a look at U in a bit. Could be the switch, could be the soldering. Oh yeah, okay, so they're the wrong way round, but that's fine. We can fix that quite easily. We'll fix that in VIA later. Okay, all looking good. That'll be FN, so, well, it will be FN, which won't be assigned yet. In fact, it is FN because it's turned on the LEDs underneath. We'll figure that out later on. I think that might be an FN key as well. Okay, so just the U key to sort out. We'll figure that out later on off stream. I'll figure that out later on, but it looks good, right? Okay, so ISO really is the best. CB Planet has decent plates, but as Jay said, on the pricey side, I'm betting on a bent pin. I'm pretty sure I checked all of the pins and I did solder them all, so I don't think it's a bent pin. It could be the diode. It could be my soldering isn't complete on that switch. I could have just missed it at soldering. It could be the switch itself. Who knows? Who knows? Is EVL just base kit, no novelties? Yeah, I've got everything, including the novelties. I think everything's included. I don't know if you mean on the pre-order page. Let me have a look. I showed all the novelties earlier on. I say novelties. Huh, how weird. Did we not list the novelties? Or does it just come with those? How weird. I don't know, is the honest answer. I will check that when we're back at work and just double check that. Because obviously I don't handle a lot of this stuff. I think Sharon handles a lot of the projects that we put live on the website, so I'm not sure. The numpad doesn't work? Yeah, well, there isn't a numpad. And right alt will be an FN key, so it's usually like that from start. In fact, let's load up. I'll just check VIA really quickly. There we go. Trying to type without. Oh yeah, that one's entered. There we go.
Incredible.
Let me see if I can quickly configure it. Yeah. Right, where's layout? Okay, we're using ISO, split left shift, and we've got a 7U bottom row. Wing keyless. There we go. Right, okay. We've got split right shift as well. Okay, cool. So let's just do that to F13. Oh, where's F13 come? It's under special. I think it's under special, isn't it? Yeah, F13. There we go. That one should be enter. Wait, I've lost enter. I can't see enter. There it is. That should be NUS, which I think comes under special. There it is. And then we need this one to be, for now we'll just set it to right alt. There we go, and we'll set that one to MO1. Where's MO1? There it is. Cool, there we go. Keyboard configured. I think it's now just going to be the U key that doesn't work. Let's just use the key tester and do the tester matrix. Oh, why does it show the things on there? Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's just that one not working. There you go. So it's just the U not working. Everything else is all sorted. There we go. Nice and easy. The boot noise plays a tune boss. Nah, you're alright. I like the via key test personally to get the layout. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I appreciate it and understand why people like that. Cool. Right, let's plug the cable back into the matrix board. Try and do this blind. Can't see it. There we go. You're having a close encounter of a third kind, something like that. Right, okay, it's time to pick keycaps then, guys. So here is the Jane. And it's now your time to pick some keycaps. So, the moderators do have a list of the keycaps I have available for you to pick today. That list is as follows, and you guys can pick it. There'll be a poll up in a second. But the first thing we have is DCS Windbreaker, because this is super bright, super cool, super fun. DCS Windbreaker, that's option number 1. Option number 2 is GMK Alpine, which also has the novelties. That might look quite good, the purple and the green. Option number 3 is GMK Nautilus Nightmares with the rare ISO add-on. Next up is GMK Toko UK ISO with Hiragana Sub-Legends. And then the final choice is, just because everyone loves it, a little bit of OG UK ISO Cherry Double Shots. That bit of beige. These are quite yellowed, but that bit of beige. So there you go. That is the choices, guys. You can pick from any of those key sets to put on the board today. And that's what we're going to put on, whichever you pick. Poll is up and running. Botanical will be nice, and that Botanical doesn't match. I had a look at that earlier on. Zooted doesn't match either. It's just the wrong green. Got to be Alpine for this green. Let me buy that Alpine off you. If anyone wants to buy Alpine, you have to buy it with the Nordic kit, but you can DM me and I'll sell that to you. Yeah, it's still sealed. I haven't used it, but if we use it, we'll only use it on this for like 10 minutes. The poll's up, guys. You don't have to post in chat what you want to see. You can actually vote for it in the poll and see what you want to see on there. Looks like Windbreak is winning at the minute. Whoever's reading Windbreak, right? I love you. Yeah, if anyone does want to buy any of my personal key sets, these aren't on the store, these are my personal key sets, you can just hit me up at prototypist.net's Discord server, just tag me and PM me there, and I will sort something out for you. Do I have a GMK Apollo? No, Apollo is one set I don't have. I wish I did have that, but I don't. Yeah, I don't have it, unfortunately. Oh, it's getting close with the double shots. I haven't checked these double shots to make sure all the keys are there either. It's going to be really close. Double shots just winning. No love for Toko, Nautilus, Nightmares. All the loves for double shots, Windbreaker, and Alpine. People are rigging things now. I see rigging going on. Do you have a GMK Stealth set? I do own a set of GMK Stealth. It's actually on my BIOS, which is over there, yeah. It's never really been typed on, actually. I don't use my BIOS anywhere near enough. UK ISO, let's go. Hey guys, you guys can vote for whatever. Right, okay. OG UK ISO double shots are the winners. So, no DCS Windbreaker today. No GM Toko today. No Alpine today, and no Nautilus Nightmares today. We just have these. Assuming I have all the keys here. These were harvested from a... Oh, no! This isn't going to work. This isn't going to work, because I would have needed to do full right shift for this. So we're going to have full right shift missing. But, wait, does that mean that Windbreaker has to win? Because this won't fit? Does that mean Windbreaker wins? Because I fucked up and I've done like full left shift is what's in here. Like look, I can't put that key here. I can't put it there because I have two keys. It won't even fit either. Like I usually do JQ UK. I don't know why I didn't today. I think it's because I didn't have enough of the stabilizers left. But I nearly always do full right shift on a TCAL because of this reason. I think this means that Windbreaker has to win, right? I think this would mean that Windbreaker has to win. Windbreaker's gonna win. Refund and rebuild. Rigger's got what they got. Stop the count. Too late. It's gotta be Windbreaker. It's gonna be Windbreaker, guys. Should we do the revote? Should we revote now again without Let's get one of the mods. If one of the mods is around, let's do a revote without the OG die subs in there because I completely forgot that I wasn't building this with the right shift when I picked the keycap sets today. I want to steal more of our points. You know I can't do anything with them. I don't have points to do anything with. I don't win anything off them. It's just for fun, guys. Right, okay. So I think we just do the revote. Let's do a redo. Can one of the mods set like up a new poll without the OG die subs in, please? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, I do have the U key to resolder. I think, do you know what I'm going to do really, really quickly? Whilst the mods get that poll back up, I'm just going to try and resolder the U key. See if we can fix it really quickly while we get that poll back up. Here we go again. No refunds. No refunds. Right, let's see if I can do this before the poll ends. I've got no chance, have I? Because like the poll's half over already. Show me where your Nautilus. What? Nautilus Nightmares is what we're going to use. Give me my points back if revoting. I can't give you your points back. It's tough. It's tough. I can't even see who's winning this time either. But yeah, I forgot that we did. That's my fault for the OG die subs. Right, this is always the painful bit, getting these. Oh, come on. There we go. Ow. I hurt my nail. That's alright. I'm fully ready to rig Alpine if I can swipe it last minute. Alpine would look good on this, actually. Alpine would look really good on this. Oh, these two screws just do not want to come out. There's absolutely no way I'm going to get this U key resoldered before this vote is done, but we'll try our damnedest. Right, okay, so what was the key? It was the U key, right? So where are we at for U? QWERTYU. We just didn't solder it. We just did not solder it. Win. Can you get this soldered before the time's up? I won't get the board put back together, but I might get it soldered done. How did we miss that when we were soldering? Come on, soldering iron. Get up to temperature. Boom. There we go. GMK Alpine won this time round. Congratulations to Alpine lovers. Alpine lovers rejoice. Was it a fair vote this time round? The good news is that for Alpine I actually have the ISO kit as well. Alpine gang. Rip Toko, you get what you deserve. 11k points, jeez. What are people doing? What happened there? I didn't actually look at it in detail. You dropped around 10k across both votes. Dropped my entire piggy bank on Alpine. Nice. Windbreaker in the mud, 4th. Justice. Windbreaker's a great set. I'm not sure it'd work on this anyway, but it was fun to see people vote for it. I don't know how we didn't solder the Yuki though. I don't know how we missed that. I'm just glad Toko didn't win. Toko is a great set. It's one of the nicest sets I own. And I think I have someone buying it off me as well. Almost back together. Don't forget guys, we do have the discounts going on the store at the minute as well, so if you are interested in getting 3 for 2 on any of the in-stock key sets, you can do that with key set 3 for 2. You can get 50% off all of our in-stock switches right now up until the end of business tomorrow, midnight tomorrow UK time. You can get buy one get one free on desk mats, and of course the only key set that isn't included in that 3 for 2 offer is GMK Dual Shot, which is just 50 quid excluding VAT, which is about $60 for our US friends or around the world friends, and for UK customers that's £60 including VAT, which is a bargain. GMK for 60 quid. Who'd have thunk it? Right, okay. We now have a fully working keyboard, and I realised I was on the wrong camera for that bit. And was it GMK Alpine that won? It was Alpine, right? Alpine that won. Okay, let's get Alpine ready and on the board. This is looking good now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to steal the UK ISO keys from the Nordic UK set. So we'll get these in place, and then we can go from there. Where are the rest of them? Alt GI is here. Come on. Okay. Apostrophe there. Tilde for there, and then I need, try not to open this too much because I haven't got a tub ready for this one yet. There we go. Okay, so that's the UK ISO keys. That actually looks really good. It looks better in real life than what it does on the camera actually. Let's now get the base set ready. Okay, get that prediction set up then, Chris. Because as soon as we've got the keys on, before we do the typing test, we'll do the next race. We're just going to put the keys on, and then we'll do the next race. This is GMK Alpine being unwrapped for the first time. If anyone is actually interested in buying this off me, you have to buy the Nordic kit with it, but you can buy it out of my personal collection. I'm sure someone mentioned they wanted to earlier. We 3 races in? Yeah, we 3 races in. So the next race will be race 4, and then we'll do race 5 right at the end of the stream. If anyone does buy this, like, this is literally the first time and only time it's going to be used, so. Right. Elias says, is that a Supra? Wait, what? What Supra? Is what a Supra? What? I don't own a Supra. Supra's one car I've never really been interested in owning. Oh, poll is up. What's the poll? Which mod finishes highest? Oh, is this a prediction? Yeah, let's see if anyone can win anything for the prediction. Forgotten how nice Alpine is. It's such a good set. Yeah, we'll show the finished on the top camera. Yeah, Super engine in one of your cars though. I don't know. I like the straight 6 overhead cam that most of my Nissans have. Like they're such a good engine. Straight 6s are for me better than a V8 or anything. I really rate them and like them. I think the Supras had a 4-pot in, right? They were a 4-pot. If I remember rightly. Well, they're saying that I do like the engine in the Subaru, and that's a 4-pot, that's a Boxster engine, so... My cars have some tasteful modifications, yeah. Yeah, 2JZ, but 2JZ is a 4-pot, right? Or am I wrong? I mean, my cars are that old, they have to have some modifications just to make them legal now on the roads. So... Get chat to spend all the points to rig and then get them to gamble again, bait them into spending more big time. I just forgotten that I'd not built the board right for that key set. It's my fault. I apologise. GMK goes hard. It does, yeah. It's in the stock as well. It's got UK ISO and base as GMK. Alpine just slaps. It's such a good set. It's hugely underrated. $13,000 points in the pool chat. Nice. Okay, I think everything else we need is going to be on the bottom there, so let's try and access that now. I'm not going to go for any of the white accents here because I think that it won't work very well, but we'll just go for the purple keys. Where is step capsule? There it is. There's shift. We should have one new FN key. We do. What do we do for F13 here? Because there is no key for F13. I don't know. Let's just go for the minus sign. It'll do. It'll do. Just gives us a bit of coverage there. Right, where's the 70 spacebar? It doesn't look like a 70 spacebar. It is. It's just my eyes deceiving me. There we go. That is the board all put together. GMK Alpine on a green TGR Jane V2 ME.
Tasty, tasty.
Ollie, thank you so much for the 6 months of subs. Windbreaker F13. Sure. Looks good. It looks really good. It looks better in real life. Like the colours are a little bit overbearing here. Let me tell you what. Let me flip the camera to this one and do this, and then you guys can see just how good that looks. It works pretty well. There you go. Right, okay, let's do the next race before we see how she sounds. That looks much better. It does, right? Okay, next race. This is race number 4 out of 5. This is Electric Abundant Adventure. Exclamation mark play gets you into the race. There we go. Remember, this is race 4 of 5. And it's points across all of the races, not in each one that you win by. Minus 10, the man 2k points for magnets in the board. They're fine. They're fine. I like magnets in boards. Magnets are a cool thing. What happened to F13? We put the minus key on because there's no F13 key in the base kit for Alpine. Okay, there's 127. As soon as I see 130 of you in there, I'm going to hit start. There we go. We've got 20 seconds now to join, guys. Here we go. Let's go. Let's see who's going to win race 4. So we've got Manospan coming through, British Army Sports in there, Manospoon, sorry. Lots of people going right around the outside. Let's see who comes through the bottom first. It's going to split into 3 different ways here. I think Shiloh Cotus is in first. Geeky Ed might have just taken the lead there, though. Still a long way to go. Can't follow everyone here, so we're going to have a look at where the next Nexus point is and just take a big wide view. I think the next Nexus point is by the time we get down to the bottom of those there. Shiloh Cotus looks like they're in the lead with Hammer Brother coming up, with Jan the Fabulous there as well. Nbrop and Geeky Ed coming around the outside, though. Maybe they're in the lead, actually, because it's almost impossible to tell. There's so many different routes here, it's impossible to see. So let's see who gets to this point first, which is the Nexus point. Geeky Ed's coming through. Who Gaz is there. Instead of being at the back, he's at the front this time, with Nbrop being there as well. Chuck Death and Olympus going around the loop on the side there. Greyhands and JQ Jellymaster going through as well. I'm coming through this front loop as well at some point. Nbrop probably has the lead. No, Geeky Ed has the lead. I apologize. Nbrop and Hugaz are right there as well. Simba's running up the top 10, I think, just at the minute. Anaki's in there as well. So is Blackbrook. Coming down through the next bit. Lots of obstacles here. The steps here are going to take people by surprise. This is going to really slow some people down and speed up others. I'm somewhere in that middle bit there. I can see my name pop over and again. CMG11's right at the back. Swoop and Funky are coming through. Nbrop has taken the lead here. He's going through down into the next stage. Let's see where that goes to. I don't actually know where it goes to. Let's try and find out where it goes to. Where's the map go? I don't know. Oh, does it go up? I see. I'm getting there. I apologize, guys. Right, let's see who is up in first place. Big steps coming up then. Kara looks like she's in the lead right now, with Jenga coming behind. Kojak not too far behind that. All still to play for, though. These big steps coming up on the inside here. Almost impossible to see what's going on. Let's wait for the top and see who makes out the top option first. Could be any one of a few people. British Army Esports is coming up through there. John Wood 87 is right at the top of the steps as well, I think. Let's see who makes it over the slip first. I see everyone's there at the bottom now. This is anyone's game to play for. Lots of people made it up in that first lift. 63mm is probably in the lead. Lots of people smashing. Gaming Ghost, I think, takes first. Void Needy takes second. Kara takes third. Trojan takes fourth. Death Rage takes fifth. Lots of people dying. Timothy takes 90. I think he's the top mod. I think I guessed Timothy as well, so I think I win on that one. Geeky Ed, Frothy KK, Cabbage Cap, and CF Wong as well. Congratulations for rounding out the top 10. Lots of people getting flipped off the edge here. Just the deaths right at the last stage. Wow. Prediction results is Ikbin Timothy. I think I voted for Tim. I don't know if that gives us... Does that give us results, Chris? Does that tell us who won? Let's see details. 12,980 points go to Ballboy 12 and 9 others. Nice. Nice. I prefer a track like this. Keep it interesting at the end. Yeah, lots of stuff happening at the end. Look at that. Look at everyone coming through. 3 deaths in a row. Let's go. Nice. Thanks, Tim. Some of my 10k back. Nice. Turbo yeeted into Infinity. Lottie. Is Lottie going to make it or is she going to get yeeted? She gets yeeted. Only safe if you go down the middle. Oh, Mikagi won. New feet. There we go. Last couple coming through now. Let's see if anyone makes it into the box. Those two didn't. Mano Sparpan. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? No, he's going to get yeeted up. Up and over. He might make that, actually. He might drop back in. Yeah, well done. Loads of people just died. Let's see if these guys make it before the timer gets them. They're both going to get flung off. Oh, no. Non-born won. Right, there we go. Nice. Congratulations, guys. Let's see who got points in this one. Gaming Ghost takes first place, gets some points in this one, and points went up to 20th with Turkey Throw picking up some points there as well. So congratulations. Right, we've got one more race to go. We'll do that right at the very end of the stream. It's time to see how this board sounds now that we've built it, right? So let's pause the music for a second. Not that it's very loud, but let's pause the music. And let's see how the board sounds. Very clacky. Remember, these are completely unlubed switches. These are the new Cherry MX2As, and these are the black version. So bear that in mind, but it's very clacky. So bear in mind that these do need lubing. They are factory lubed. I think they're fine stock. They're okay. They feel good. Like they've got a little bit of cherry scratch to them, but nothing major. They feel quite nice to type on. I think for me, they do need a proper lubricant application. Bear in mind this is going to completely rebuilt with a different plate and PCB. It's going to have carbon fiber and inks in it probably at the end. But it doesn't feel scratchy to type on. There's a little bit of tiny bit of cherry scratch, but you can't really feel it typing at speed. Can I open one up to show you the new spring? Yeah, let me show you that. It's almost impossible to see. So Cherry did show us these when we visited Cherry a couple of months back. We're using the new Cherry MX2A switches. These are the black version. So the spring is barrel shaped. So if you imagine like a cask barrel for a beer or something like that, that's what these springs are shaped like. It's almost imperceptible though. It's very, very hard to see on camera, but these are barrel shaped. They're just gonna. It's so imperceptible you probably can't see it in the image, but they are barrel shaped like that. It's almost imperceptible. It's almost impossible to see, but it is like that. You can see it in real life. You see it? Yeah, there you go. Here you can see the inside. You can see the lubricant just around the center stem just there. The polished edges of the inside of the slider rail. So just on this bit here, you can see the polished edges. The new MX Crosspoint technology is in here, just in there, where the leaves connect. That's about all I can show you. But yeah, I hope that helps. These are going to be their premium range of switches. They definitely feel nicer than like a stock MX Black, in my opinion. I think we're going to stock these because I'm quite interested in them, quite like them. So yeah. Can't exactly reinvent the wheel. Wait till you see what they're coming up with next. I can't tell any more about it, but yeah. But yeah, there we go. This is probably the first Jane in the world to have Cherry MX 2As in. So there you go. Kind of want them, but still haven't lubed my Nixes yet. Yeah, so these are pretty cool, and I think we're going to stock these. I haven't ordered any yet, but I think I'm going to. I was waiting for the samples and to be able to talk about them before I decided to. So yeah, keyboard looks good. Yeah, Alpine works so well on this green color. It looks really good in real life. I'm pretty happy with it. Rejoice OEM keyboard users everywhere. Absolutely. I should be interested. Yeah. They're pretty cool. I'm hoping we can get them for a good price and sell them and offer them. I want to offer them with like all the J series boards going forward as well, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Was expecting it to be more pronounced. Like you can see it in person, the camera just doesn't pick it up. Like you can see the barrel shape, but it's not a huge amount of difference. It's not like 2 millimeters wider or something in the middle. It's a less cherry scratch. There's still cherry scratch, but it's not as much. I feel like it's a little on pure vertical straight presses. It's a little bit less. If you hit it off center, it's just the same as always, I think. So yeah, I mean the Men 2K, you can buy switches in our sale at 25%. Sorry, 50% off, which probably puts them at around 25 cents per switch, like for a lot of what we have. So feel free to go and pick up all the switches we have. Take them, buy them, get rid of them. Take them off me. Cool. Okay. We will probably restock Gator black inks again at some point. Yeah, probably. Right. Okay. So now we've built the board, and we've looked at the board. I think it looks stunning. This colorway came out so good. The purple works really well with the green. It looks really nice. The semicolon key. Wait, what? What's wrong with it? I don't know what you mean. What looks off with it? I don't know what you mean. It's completely level, completely square. It's not sitting not flush or anything else, so I'm not quite sure what you mean. Need to get some keys tomorrow before midnight. Yeah, like order your switch. The deals we have on right now finish midnight tomorrow, so you do need to get your orders in before then. So say it sorted, right? Isn't that see it say it sorted? Is that not what they say on the underground and stuff, right? Everyone's seeing things with GMK keys now, for sure. Right, okay. It is time to do our final race because we've still got the giveaways to do. So we've still got GMK Mika and GMK Panda. And look how cute the Panda box is. You should just go buy this anyway because look how cute the box is. Like it's worth the money just for the box when you can get 3 for 2 right now. Like Panda is so cute. So those are there. Third place for Mika, second place gets Panda, and then the winner will get this Matrix AXV 3.0 and light blue with wing keyless heart and the advanced, which was the standard weight, shipped out to them. So there we go. It's time to do the final race and see who wins. Are the deals worldwide? Yeah, we ship everywhere in the world. You can buy from any country in the world. We have a lot of US customers. Yeah, we have more GMK sets in stock than any other vendor worldwide right now. So if you are anywhere else in the world and you want to take part in our deal, get 3 for 2. You can buy a key set and 2 child kits and get the same discount, or you can buy 3 base kits and get 1 for free on pretty much everything. The only key set that doesn't qualify is GMK Dual Shot, but it's literally only 50 quid for round the world customers and 60 quid including VAT for UK customers. That's about $60 US, give or take. It's amazing. It's insane. And yeah, it's an insane prize as well. But we've got to do things. We've got to give stuff away occasionally. I can't just keep everything. I wish I could. Right, okay, let's do the final race then, guys. Let's flip over to the games. We've got one more race left to do. This is Rollicking Pinball Hell. And if you want to be in there, you just need to do !play, and that will put you into the race. I've not seen this map before, but it looks cool already. Yeah, I like the look of this already. I like this lava kind of feel to it. We'll wait until there's about 130 people in, and then we'll hit start and we'll go. And when I hit start, you'll have 20 seconds left to join. So if you want to be in it, guys, now is the time. Yeah, there's also the Deathmatch giveaway. It's buy one, get one free. Yeah, yeah. Looks like a map where I die for the 4th time. Yeah, good luck. Right, okay. Come on, guys. I'm waiting for 130 of you to be in it. There's only 120 of you there. There's like nearly 200 people watching. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay, if you haven't joined in the next 10... Right, you've got 20 seconds. That's it. I'm just hitting start. You've got 20 seconds to join now, guys. I've given you enough time. I've given you enough time. Hey, Stylidoscope is watching. Thank you very much for watching, man. Here we go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And away we go. Let's see who's going to win this particular race. Everyone's racing down. Lots of obstacles in the way. Loads of people falling into it. Gaming Ghost looks like they're in first. Maybe Geeky Ed and Kara. Kara as well doing well for the second race. Endpoint 1 is on his way back up. Got down to come back up to go back down. Leonardo DeMouse is there. Geeky Ed's as well there. Endpoint 1 probably has quite a good lead here though right now. Let's see who can make it down to the bridge first. It looks like it's going to be Endpoint 1, Kevin Bates and Magino. Magino again in the top 5 here. Funky was probably taking the lead there, all fired off to the back of the merry-go-round. Let's see who's the first to make it out of this. I think there's only one route out. Let's have a look. Lots of people in there now. Turkey Thrower is dead. Liam Derion and Patrick is dead. Funky makes it through with Void Media and Mazdarville. Olympus is there as well, all coming down into the next merry-go-round. Let's have a look and see how this goes. The next windmill, whatever you want to call it. Give it 1,000 names. Ergo KB's in there. Let's see who makes it out of this one first. Still some people at the back. In the first one, Leonardo DeMouse and Eos and Igbin Timothy are there in the back as well. Bagels on Toast makes it through into the next one. Still in the lead, but lots of fights still to go here. Void Media is there as well. So is RL Keebs. Boopity's come through as well. Swoop's there too. So is Etron. Elf Kane is coming through. Boopity is coming through as well. Void Media is there too. Alex OP is coming through as well, so is Dynamics an easy one. Still a little bit of a way to go though. It's who's going to make it out of here first, and then a couple of obstacles afterwards where you could die. Let's see who makes it through. Is it going to be Gordon the Gopher, Future Primitive? The Unborn just died. That man Gus is potentially going to be first. He's first. He makes the win. Gordon the Gopher takes second. Boopity takes third. Kieran Bowl, Joshio, Moons of Empire, Easy One, RL Keebs, Robot Mikey, and Framed take the top 10. So congratulations. Lots of people die. My Little Pony dying there as well. Zontry, Hugaz is probably going to die. Yeah, there he goes. Lots of people making the way through. Am I going to finish or am I going to die? I do finish. There we go. Right, remember, who gets the 3 prizes? If you are one of the 3 winners, you do need to reach out to one of the moderators. I think that's Timothy, Blackbrook, and Demotex today. You do need to reach out and provide your full name, your full address, your phone number, and your email so I can ship to you by DHL. We need all of that to ship to you. Your data's safe with us. It's no different from buying from the store. So please do give them your information if you are one of the winners of the prizes. Remember, 3rd place gets GMK Mika, 2nd place gets GMK Panda, and the top prize winner gets that lovely Matrix 8XV. Brand new, unopened. Okay, I placed yay after dying so many times. Yeah, you got 6. That's pretty good going, man. That's pretty good going. Here comes the last few. Mr. Gimp, Quaggery, and Hammer Brother rounding up the rear. I think that's everyone. Let's have a look. Oh no, there's still 3 more. Jelly Master's still up there. I think everyone's going to die now. Oh, Olympius is still right at the back. Yeah. Looks like those guys are not going to make it. There we go. He got a new track record as well. That man Gus, new track record. Congratulations. So the final results on that one are that man Gus takes first, and points go up to 21st with Hydrofanuf. So there we go. Let's see who came last. It was Turkey Thrower and a DNF. Technically came last. Right, let's see and finish the Grand Prix, and let's see who won overall. So, in third place for GMK Mika, we have Boopty524. Boopty, please reach out to one of the moderators. Don't reach out to me because I won't be able to see it. Reach out to one of the moderators, drop them your name, email address, and otherwise all the details that they need, and you win a set of GMK Mika. There you go, upside down. There we go. Congratulations, GMK Mika for you. There you go. Nice win, easy win. That's Boopty524. Let's see who wins GMK Panda. In second place, we have Gordon the Gopher. Congratulations, Gordon the Gopher. You win this lovely Q set of GMK Panda. Again, reach out to one of the moderators with all of your details and pass them on, and we will ship this out to you next week. And the winner of the Matrix 8XV 3.0 in the light blue is, drum roll please, but I can't do a drum roll, but let's do a drum roll. Let's see. It is that man Gus. He wins the overall point scoring. So congratulations, that man Gus. You do take the points, you do take the win, you do take the Matrix 8XV. Remember, we'll cover shipping, we'll cover the cost of the prizes. The only thing you'll have to pay for is any import duties wherever you are in the world. So congratulations. Let's take a final look at those points. Then overall, 684 points went to that man Gus, 559 to Gordon the Gopher, 541 to Boopty. The next is was a few points behind at 449 with Anonymous Biker, Pandas the Marco, Gexanglian, the Man 2K, Gaming Ghost 1, Josh Joshio, and Cherembol rounding at the top 10. The last person to score any points across all of the races was, and this is going quite far down the list, 24 points in 79th with Kevy Babes. Congratulations to Kevy Babes, and a few people with no points at the end, including myself, Anarchy, and a few others. So there we go. Let's see who came very last. Elf came 194th with Muzdavel and Eneos as well. So Angios, sorry, Josh. Why did I say Eneos? Josh. There we go. So congratulations, guys. Reach out to one of the moderators. And who was 69th? 69th was One Dark Enigma. So there you go. One Dark Enigma with 38 points came 69th. Congratulations.
Incredible.
So congratulations. That is all the giveaways done. That was incredible. Thank you, Wiley, for the follow at that time. It came up as incredible. That's great. I think that's it. Time for us to close down the stream. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really enjoyed that. I think the Jane looks absolutely stunning with Alpine on. I am going to rebuild this later on, so if you do want Alpine, someone reached out about it earlier on, just DM me on Discord and I'll sell you this. It's literally only been typed on for this bit of the stream. It's brand new. Other than that, you just have to buy the Nordic kit as well. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate every last one of you. I'll see you all again next week. Have a great day tomorrow on the bank holiday if you're in the UK. I'm going to be doing some relaxing and also doing some work, but it should be fun. Take care, guys. I'll see you all again super soon. Follow us on Discord and Instagram because there'll be updates on there all week long. Thanks again, guys. Take care. Don't forget the discounts. Buy stuff. Bye bye.